in training, okay? Because we train and we train hard so that when it's time to actually trade, we know what the hell we're doing.
You have now stumbled into AmericanDreamTrading.com, where we trade shares and options. I will show you about swing trading, long-term trading, dividend stocks, high-yield income stocks, covered calls, cash secure puts, diagonal and credit spreads, debit spreads. I will teach you everything there is to know about the entire market. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I can't believe I get paid to help all of you get paid. This is such a wild thing.
Welcome to the Aftermarket live chat and watch party sponsored by American Dream Trading. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm your host, J&J Video Reacts. And this is a stream that's been created by traders for traders to just kick back, relax, enjoy each other's company, have fun, and relieve some stress. Talk about the day trading in the market. Did you make money? Did you not make money? How'd you do? Talk to us. Let us know something. If you made money, share those secrets. Tell us what you did. Which one of Coach's strategies made it happen for you today? And if not, let's pick the trade apart and see what happened. See if we can't figure out how to not make that happen again. There are 3 links in the stream, in the live stream of this video, and in the description of the video. The very first one has been pinned to the top. Normally I have Miranda here to do it, but I guess maybe she got held up today, so we went on ahead and put it on in there. But it is the stream, well, it is the link to AmericanDreamTrading.com. That's where you will go to get signed up to become a member. And we've got all kinds of special services over there. We've got trading view indicators, hot stock picks. We've got one-on-one with moderators. We've got VIP memberships, VIP gold memberships. I'm telling you, there's a ton of stuff over there. You guys need to get over there if you are not joined. Make sure, beyond the shadow of a doubt, because we got Mark McSee in the backstage. You know how he is. He is our brand new moderator, and he does not take smack, man. You better get those like buttons smashed ASAP. Okay? Like and subscribe. Let's go ahead and talk about that a little bit. Where is my lovely thumbnail here? Where is it? Okay, there it is. Okay. We are on a mission to get Coach to 10,000 subscribers. That is 1 with 4 zeros. I had to think about that for a minute. All right, so let's get him there, guys. We've been pushing for this thing for months now. Let's get him there. We are trudging along at 9,277. All we need is 723. Hey, look, I remember when that was still over 1,000. I remember when we had a comma in the to-go section. So we are chopping it down. So give it up for yourselves for that. Thank you for those of you that have subscribed. Okay, so make sure you're doing that. The second link is click here to join the panel. That's the link I just talked to you about a few minutes ago when I said you can come up here and talk about your day. That's what this stream is about. We're here to decompress and learn from each other and continue to focus on the strategies that we learned from our coach, who is Chad W. Christian. He owns American Dream Trading. He is the CEO, and he is our mentor and trainer, and I'm proud to call him a friend. Coach teaches us how to get in trades, out of trades, and everything in the middle, even though we don't diddle in the middle. But I tell you what, man, he has traded through every market condition imaginable and has come out unscathed. And he teaches us how to make money in the market, whether it's going up or whether it's going down. So, hey, you can't beat a better trainer than that. You will not find a better trainer on YouTube, TikTok, anywhere. He shares his screen. He has us on a Zoom call where he literally shares his screen and walks us through trades. Okay? You want call-outs? We got call-outs. We got the best call-outs. We've got call-outs that actually make you money. But this is not a group for call-out chasers. Okay? We have the best calls, but no. Coach teaches us how to trade, how to fish for ourselves. We don't just chase call-outs over here. Okay? We actually trade. We are learning to be traders. So once again, Coach, love you, brother, and thank you so much for the training. Thank you for all that you do for us and for putting us all under your protective wing. We love you. Yeah, let's get it moving. So with that being said, The third link is the one that Coach has allowed me to put in here so that I can, actually earn money because he knows I need it. You know I need it. All right. I'm a trader too, but hey, I'm still learning just like you guys. So the third link is the host tip jar. And I appreciate all of you who have tipped in the past, those of you who continue to tip, and make sure that I can keep the lights on in here and continue to host for you guys. So if you find value in the show and I'm doing a good job, show me some love by hitting that tip jar with a couple bucks, and trust me, it is much appreciated, more than you guys know. All right, so let's get this party started. We got Mark McSee in the backstage. Let's get him over here. Let's see what hat he has gotten for us today. Uh-oh. What hat does he have for us today? Hold on. Let me give you a minute. Okay, let me give you a minute. I see you. What, are you teasing me? All right, hold up. We got somebody else in here too. All right. What is going on? Why does that look like that?
I gotta move my camera. Oh yeah. What's going on? That's getting better.
No.
You don't get to see the hat. You don't get to see the hat till I get 5 more likes.
Oh man, he's teasing us, guys. He is teasing us. We don't get to see the hat until 5. Come on, man. Come on, we got to get 5 more likes. Let's see what's going on down here. Who's there?
It ain't that
TJ.
hard.
Shout out to TJ for being the first one in the live chat today. He was on the chat and in the Zoom call. I heard you, dude. Eric Smoto, let's go, baby. Hopefully Eric will come up and join us on the panel and have some fun with us up here. We got Miguel Lara in the house. Welcome, Miguel Lara. How are you, baby? Steve-O!
Hit the thumbs up button.
Hit it. We got Chicken Nugget, our newest VIP member. Welcome, Chicken Nugget. John L. in the house. And Jimmy Hodge. Jimmy Hodge, how are you, Jimmy? How are you? Mike Clark, how you doing, man? Welcome. Gilly85. Gilly, are you up here with us? Yes, Gilly is up here with us as well.
Damn right.
Wait a minute. Ludwig Vigo. Ludwig. I used to have a Ludwig drum set. Love it. Now I've got a Pearl. But darn cricket, what's up? What's up, Ludwig? Mikey B, what's going on, Mikey B? HR, aka Tiki 1958. We got Bubbles with the laughter. We got Mark McSee with his brand new moderator wrench in the house. What's up, Mark? He's up here on the panel with us. Kyle J in the house. What is going on, Kyle J and Scott Bennett? I see you, Scott. Welcome. Scott has become a regular in here. We appreciate you, man. American Dream Trading runs on none other than Diesel Dan. Diesel Dan, you throw something in the tip jar every night, my brother. And I want you to know I absolutely appreciate you. You know, you guys could do what he does. Go on a budget. $25 a week, $5 a night. Come on. It's not breaking the bank. Come on now. Diesel Dan, thank you. I appreciate you, my brother. Victoriano, 16. I know you love the way I say your name, don't you? I know you love it. Victoriano, what's up, brother? Come on up here and tell us about, he's counting, guys. Come on now, he's counting. We want to see the hat. We don't want him hurting the kittens.
2 more.
So let's get the likes up there. What else we got? We got Freddie G. What's up, Freddie Gonzalez? How are you, my brother? Brad James in the house. Everywhere ADT is Brad James, there he be. Welcome, Brad James. Ivan, our newest VIP member. Welcome, Ivan. How are you, darling? I always see you in the chat, Ivan. Some of you are so regular on here that I can't help it. I got to give a shout out to all of you guys for coming and supporting the aftermarket. Thank you. We appreciate you. Carolyn Chicken Wraps. What's going on, sweetheart? Welcome, Carolyn. We got Paul Brixon. Paul, I remember that name. I remember seeing that name before. Welcome. We got Tito. What's going on, Tim? How you doing, baby? Welcome. Thank you for coming. And I love it when you call me Billy Pop. in the house, in the house, in the house. What's up, Billy Papa? How you doing, brother? Yeah, I'm getting more and more outlandish with it, right? All right. We got Big Rig Dave in the house. What's up, Big Rig Dave? What the
Ooh.
hell is
Sorry,
that?
my doorbell.
Really?
Oh my God, Gilly. Wow. That's a pretty wild doorbell. Air Trader, what's going on, bud? Haven't seen you. Well, yeah, Air Trader's been coming back regularly. Welcome. All right, and we got the repeats happening. All right, Brad, I see you. I knew had Indiana Jones. I know, right? Look at that.
What?
Wait a minute. No, okay, so this one is Frank Sinatra.
Isn't that a baller hat?
Yeah, that's that Frank Sinatra. Listen,
He's a
anybody
big
ever
baller.
He is. Anybody ever seen the movie Bronx Tale? I think C wore a hat like that, didn't he?
I'm not sure.
Bubbles, what's going on, Bubbles? Welcome. And we've got Artelon. All right, welcome. I hear Gilly down there sighing. He's tired of me reading all these names now. All right, let's get it
thinking about
going.
having any cool hats. A motorcycle helmet I can put on, but
Woo! Okay, I got the wrong screen up here. Hold up. Let's see what we got here. If we could three-piece it. There we go. There's our regular screen. Okay. All right. We got no big heads up here. Nobody bigger than the other one. We got all equal sizing going on up here. That's right. All right. So, let me see here. What do we got going on? All right, so I made some improvements to the commercials. Guys, let me know if you can see this, Mark. We're going to attempt to do this once again. All right, so VIP Gold, let's give it a quick watch. You guys let me know what you think. Wrong video.
Wrong button.
Oh my God, where is it? Oh man, it's not even up here, dude. Okay, that's
got a
weird.
Jimmy Hodge right here.
Jimmy Hodge. You know what would be fun?
What?
To play
Tell
some
us.
type of hangman based on the terms that we use every day. Wouldn't that be cool?
Why do we want to glorify death?
Of course you would take it there, right? I think that would be fun.
Whatever you want to do,
Like trivia.
we'll follow you. Yeah.
Coach's trivia.
Yeah, like a coach trivia type of deal. You know what I mean?
First one to type it in the right answer in chat is the winner.
Yeah, we could do something like that.
There you go.
But for right now, we're going to go over coach's rules real quick. Don't lose more than 1 to 3% of your account on any given day. All right. That means if you got a $3,000 account, you should not be losing more than $30 in any given day. All right. Don't forget, if you're brand new, don't use real money. Trade in a simulator. All right. Trade in a simulator. Do paper trading. Okay. It's much better for your heart. It's much better for your nerves. Okay. And much better for your wallet. Okay. Because if you lose, God help you. All right. Also, don't have more than, where's my guy at down there? Don't have more than 2 red trading days in a row. Don't be this guy, okay? It's
Be
just
that
going to
guy.
lead. It's just going to lead to more red days, right, Mark?
That's right.
So
Getting a
if
funk. Getting a funk.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. If you haven't experienced it yet, you will.
If you find yourself in a red rut, then stop trading and start training. All right? Stop trading and start training. Also, don't forget to use smaller position sizes. Smaller position sizes offer a greater reward with a whole lot less risk, and it's a lot easier to hold on to the winning trades. That's one of the things I love about Coach's strategy, Mark. It not only helps us to get in trades, but it helps us stay in trades, right, Gilly? I mean, come on.
Exactly.
Sure.
You know, let the runners run, but stop out the losers. Somebody made a point in the pre-market this morning, LD, I think it was. He said, you know, we don't put enough emphasis on exit strategy, you know? And, you know, I reminded him that, you know, you, Mark, Nate, you guys talk about exit strategy all the time.
Yeah.
You know, that's one of Nate's biggest things is he says, I don't stay in losing trades. I get out.
I stopped out 2 today. I've never been happier.
Yeah. You know, coach always teaches us, don't hang on to the losers, guys. Let the winners run, you know? So, I don't know. But another
That's a
rule,
breakthrough for me.
dude, I'm telling you, it's like, I think that had to be the hardest part for me to overcome is to stop
It
the
sucks.
hopium. Yeah, you know, stop thinking it's going to go the other way. The market is telling you, no, we're going this way today. Are you coming with us, or are you going to continue to sit there and lose money? That's what
Stop
it's
out
telling
the
you.
loser and don't look back. Don't keep peeking back at it. Oh, did it go? Did it? You know, screw that. Make the decision.
Yeah.
Get out. That is
Yeah.
a great feeling. So many people have thrown away their whole account. You know, it's going to come back. It's going to come back. It never comes back. It never does.
No,
It might once, but 1 out of 85 come back.
that's not
I
the
did that.
rule.
I did that once. Never did
Yeah,
come
it's
back
not
from me losing $8,000
Yeah.
Yeah.
before I got out.
Yeah, right? It's the hard lessons that teach us the most, right, Mark? I'm
Oh, yeah.
telling you.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
telling
And
you.
that exiting bad trades is a breakthrough for me.
Yeah.
Things are up from here. I know that.
Yeah, I don't mess around
Okay,
anymore.
so we got a lot of, is that a bucket?
Tom,
It says it's Tom.
Hey, Tom,
Welcome,
how you
Tom.
doing?
Tom. Good.
Welcome.
Hey,
How are you?
I got to work tomorrow, but I wanted to get a message or a word to coach, and I don't know how else to do it other than maybe barge in here and ask one of you guys. They shut the live stream down.
You're going to use us for our platform, Tom?
You
Is that what
trust
you're
us that
saying?
much?
What's your message?
What's that?
What's your
You
message?
use us-
I've got a couple of friends that probably want to become members.
Okay.
What's the finder's fee? Is there a reward for bringing other people in
Yes,
over
there is.
here?
Yes, there is. Yes,
There
there is.
is a referral program. Yes, there is. You can get paid for doing that, sir. It's right on AmericanDreamTrading.com.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a place
I'll
to
go
create
look when I...
Mark, do you know how to do it?
I haven't looked at it lately, but it's on the Discord. You can create. It'll help you create a referral code, and you give that to them first. They have to have joined through your referral code, or you won't get credit. So.
You type in /refer in one of the lounges, and it gives you a code, right?
Correct.
Perfect.
There you go.
All
I
right.
think that's how it was with, is it still that way, Gilly? Because I think that's how it was with Upgrade.chat.
Let me look.
I don't know.
Okay, well, check this out. You're on Discord, right? Make sure you go up to Browse Channels and go in and see Referral Program. There is a channel in there that says Referral Program. Click that and make sure that that shows up in your Discord menu and go right to
No.
that.
That don't work
Perfect.
anymore.
Oh, really?
Slash refer don't work. There's I know there's another one here somewhere.
Well, that's what I'm saying. There's a channel that says Referral Program.
I think so. Let me look.
So yeah, there is. I saw it today because I was looking through those
okay.
things. So, but yeah, click that. Make sure you have that in your list, and click that, and it should direct you where you need to go.
All right. I hit my destination. I'll take a look.
All right,
There's
sounds
a tab
good.
referral program.
Thanks. I'll bounce back out of here. Thanks, guys.
And if you
Thanks for
can't
joining.
find it, come on back.
All righty.
All right. Yeah. Thanks
Good-
for coming.
good
Thanks for
guy.
coming. Yeah. He's trying to bring in some more family members, right? You know,
Good.
turn the music down. Yeah, that
He
is.
didn't,
We gotta
he
grow.
didn't even honk at us.
He's hustling too. He wants a little kickback out of it.
Right?
Well, I mean,
Buy a
they
couple
were-
calls out of it.
there is a referral program for bringing in new members. So if you're already an ADT member, you know other people that want to know what you're doing different all of a sudden. Hey, you give them that referral code and off they go.
Bruno talked me through it one day last week. If you go on AmericanDreamTrading.com,
Oh, there it is. That's why I didn't see it. I didn't have a check mark. Sorry.
Yep. I saw it today. I didn't even know it was there. I saw it today. I was trying to walk Nate through some of those and make sure he had some stuff checked off. And I saw it. That's how I found it.
Yep, I got it now.
That's why I was so fresh and I was said it with such conviction because I literally just saw it.
It's under the new members start here heading on Discord.
Right. So all of you down there in the chat, don't just help us get new subscribers, help us get new members in here. You know, that is, we got amazing services here that people can really learn to change their lives. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, how'd you do today, Mark? What'd you trade?
Oh, I started off bad today. The Qs. I was looking at. I was actually going to trade AMD. I thought, well, I'm going to play with AMD. It's either going to go all the way up again or all the way down because it's been going up so far. So I pre-charted it out a little bit earlier this morning when things were slow in the pre-market. I got some line. So I'm like, well, then I was looking at the Qs too. I'm like, well, it's close to changing over to an EW. I'm like, all right, I'm going to go with the Qs first. So when I have too much time to think, I will preload a contract into my widget. Click on it, puts it in. That way, adjust the price. It's just ready. All I gotta do is click buy.
Yeah.
Thought I apparently did that this morning. And then I was looking at the chart for AMD, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna buy AMD. Reached over with my mouse, click. Cool, I'm in it. And that's right when Coach said, oh, it's right, whatever that support line was at, or resistance. It broke through. And went shoo to the moon. I'm looking over.
Wow.
I look over because when I get around 20%, I'm starting to think about exiting. So I look over and I'm like, something ain't right. I'm losing money. I look, and here I never took the Qs out of the. I had preloaded. Well, it just so happened at that time the Qs were going down. I mean, it did come back up again later, but
yeah,
I was like, it's a good thing I glanced over because I minimized my loss to less than $100. So that part was good. So I was like, oh my, what? Not only did I lose out on that great initial run, I actually cost myself money because I preloaded. So don't do that. Don't preload in a widget. Wait till you're ready to buy it. I probably saved 2 seconds, if that, by preload it. So yeah, don't do that. I've done that before, and I've heard other people say they've done the same thing. But yeah, so I ended up buying the wrong company. Probably if I'd have stayed in the Qs, it would have swung around eventually. But you never know that. I was losing money, so I got out of it. So then I got back into Qs later, and I made my net for the day was a little over $200. That's all. So it was kind of choppy, and I was getting very picky, even though the greedy EW was forming. There was too many points of resistance, and it got into the chop. And I'm like, I ain't playing this. I'm either not going to play at all, but it finally had some, and I jumped into one, broke through, and made a quick couple $100. By that, I was done. So, yeah,
you made a quick couple $100 though. Green, baby.
Yeah.
Good job, dude.
It just ticks me off that I did the wrong company. The company I was supposed to do is the one that went through the roof initially. So you'll have that.
Wow.
That's what happens when you not paying attention to your mechanics.
It happens to the best of them, Mark. It happens to the best of them.
Yep.
Gilly, how'd you do today, baby?
I made it into the day 1600.
Oh
boy! Been a good week so far. 3 days in a row, some pretty good gains. So naturally, I had to hit up DWalk again, but it's how I do it. And I learned this off of Cat, and I don't recommend it to anybody. Nobody taught me this. This was me just screwing around. Is the spread on the options. And most people tell you to stay the hell away from the spread.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I kind of figured out my own way of doing things that's probably wrong, and somebody tell you, I'm crazy. But what I'll do is get into my initial position, and then, I'll play the spread of just fishing. I'll have like a limit order at the bottom of the spread. And when a spread's that big, there'll be one little pullback, and it's fishing. It'll pick up that really low purchase, and like it'll pick me up on that spread of options. And I don't recommend this to anybody because it can erase you too. But I mean, you watch a chart long enough, just a little pullback will pick up the bottom of the spread, and buying it at bid might be, clear away from where you're at. That's why it's just fishing is what I call it. But a little pullback, I've done it a lot of times.
I've heard Bruno mention something very similar to that. I think Bruno does that too from time to time.
I've never heard of anybody doing this, but I learned it on CAT, and it's a lot smaller of a spread, but I've done it on that too. DWalk was like a 40-cent spread. It's huge. Yeah, it'll run you over, and then you're rich, and then it'll run you over, and you're rich. Well, I'll get a position where I'm comfortable with, and then I'll have that limit order of fishing, and it's at the bottom of the spread. And one little candle will just come pick that damn thing up. And I've done it a lot of times, and I have a great position, and I've made a lot of money doing that. And I don't recommend it to anybody, but it's just something that I've screwed around with. I'm a finicky crackhead or something. I don't know. I got to screw with stuff, but it's worked. It's worked a lot. It's just
you got a niche.
I'm not throwing my whole account at it. It'd be like one contract at buying at bid. And if it doesn't pick it up, I'm making money. If it picks it up, I lower my position, and hopefully it goes back up, and I'm making even more money with a lowered position. So it's been kind of working good for me. But
damn, Gilly.
That was
Gilly with the strategy.
Kind of my own little thing, and I don't recommend it to anybody. It's probably
because I don't think he's doing it with the spread. I think he was just looking at the option, and how every now and then, how when it's fluctuating and it'll go down just for a few seconds, a couple of cents. That's what he was talking about. I don't know that he was using the spreads to do that. So that's wild.
I don't think anybody does what I do, and it's just me screwing around. I mean, I'm just trying something. I'm throwing a dart, but. It's fishing. That's what I call it. It sounds stupid, but I've made a lot of money off it, and I've lowered my positions on contracts. And like I said, and if it keeps going up, I don't need to pick that up anymore. I can just delete it off my working orders and screw it. But if they want to come get me, it's just I just leave it there, and I'm fishing is what I call it. And it's probably the stupidest damn strategy in the world, and everybody.
No, it's not. It's not. It's actually
they'll
very
look at me
smart.
like, you dipshit, you don't know what you're talking about. And I probably don't know what I'm talking about, but I've made a lot of money doing it. So it's just, and like I said, I'm not throwing my entire account at it. Just like try one contract. If it's $50, whatever, it might come get you. So, but that's on a big spread, and DWalk has huge spreads. It's kind of scary. So a normal trader.
So what are you doing? You're setting a limit buy on the contract?
So when you go to buy, when you select where you want it to be, like your mid.
Yeah.
Well, I'm doing bid. Bid is the lowest part of that spread. So, I might enter, I like to enter at bid on that big of a spread, otherwise you kind of miss the bus, and mid will get you in it like immediately. But the huge spread might run you over. So I get in at mid. And then when I have a comfortable position where I think, I keep moving my damn camera. When I have a comfortable position, then I do the little fishing, and buy one at bid, and it sits in my working orders, and it might come get me. So that has worked for me. And no one taught me that. That was just me screwing with crap. And I don't recommend it to anybody. It's not. Coach doesn't teach that.
Let me ask you a question though, Mark. Isn't that what Nate does when he goes down to the bottom and sets his buy order for the weeds?
Similar, but he's not lowering his position. He's entering. I'm doing it while I'm already in it. And it's to do with that spread. It's hard to explain.
Yeah, I'm like,
if you buy it mid. If you buy it mid on this big spread stocks, like you might click the mid button and you're down 20% just from clicking the button.
Right.
So that's where that spread is sucks for entering. But once I'm in, then I play with it, and I just drop a line. I'm fishing, and it works. I don't know. It's been working for me. Sometimes it's probably going to run me over someday, and I'll just be adding to a losing trade, and I'll get out, and it won't work. But I've made a lot of money doing it. So
Wow.
I don't know. It's weird.
So you get in, and once you're in the trade, when it hits the bid price, you go buy in. Your dollar cost averaging in at that price.
Kind of, yes, and small. I'm not
Okay.
in a losing trade. Like, let's just say calls. The
Yeah.
price is going up. I'm not. I'm kind of losing myself here, but I don't know. Once I have a position and I know overall the
I think
stock
I get
is
it.
forward,
I think I get it.
and
Well, I think it's smart.
and maybe do it on the reverse side too. I would have to like stand on my head to do that to average down in puts, but
Right.
I don't recommend this to anybody. But I made a lot of money on it, and it's been a good time. I know it probably won't last forever, but it's just fishing. That's all I've been doing. It's fun.
Cool. Well, good for you. I'm proud of you coming up with your own strategies there,
Well,
bud.
it's just I'm screwing with crap. I don't call it a strategy or nothing, and I named it fishing.
I
So,
love it.
yeah,
I love it.
trademark that crap.
Gone fishing.
But that's a high spread in options, and yeah, it's what it is.
It's the fish trade. I love it.
Yep, it's the gilly fish.
The gillyfish. Yeah, man. Listen, you guys down there that are a little bit more experienced, you know what Gilly's talking about. You can picture it. You know what he's talking about. Hey, give it a shot. You know what I mean? It might work for you. TJ is somebody that I know could take something like that and embrace it. He probably knows exactly what you're talking about because he's a numbers guy and he dollar cost averages a lot. So he could probably take something like that and run with it. So I'm sure he's glad you put it out there,
And that worked today, and I made some money. But the best two trades, I made 5 trades today. The best 2 were ones that went against me, and I got out. I didn't hold it. I didn't hold my breath. Oh, God, it's going to come back. I didn't do any of that shit. The second it went red and they dropped down to like negative 15%, I don't care what happens. I sold it. I ripped that Band-Aid off. I'm not throwing my entire account at it. I'll use 10% of my account.
Yeah.
I'll throw that shit in the trash. I don't care. This is my money. You ain't having it. It's like a prison meal. It's mine, and you ain't touching it.
Got the little plastic tray, right? Hell no.
Yeah,
I watched too much 60 days in.
Just changed my mentality on everything, and that is a breakthrough for me. It's getting out of bad trades.
I think that's an excellent topic to focus on tonight, honestly. You know what I mean?
For sure. Yeah, we've all had them.
A lot of people struggle with it.
Yeah, people that are multimillionaires, they're few. The people that have lost their ass are many. I think, need the importance of getting out of a trade that's going red. It doesn't mean that you're a loser. It doesn't mean you should kick rocks. You might have just had an entry at the wrong minute, when 2 minutes later was the right time. But the second you click that button, if it goes against you, throw it in the trash. But you can't throw your whole account at it. If you do that, then, oh shit, my trading's done for the day, especially with a cash account. The pressure of a cash account, you got to rip that Band-Aid off. Even if you can't trade the rest of the day because you threw your whole account at it and you're done on, settled funds.
Yeah.
Throw that shit in the trash, try again tomorrow, because what mattered was the time you clicked that button. And if you didn't do all your data points in your training and everything, you clicked the button at the wrong time, it didn't work. So, and that comes back to coach. Coach is responsible for every bit of training, but position size, it really matters. You throw your whole account, you think you're going to double your account every day, you're smoking crack. But,
talk that talk, Gilly. Talk that talk, Gilly. Gilly, you telling the truth, man.
Yeah, man. Keep going, Gilly. They need to hear that.
I just know all the shit not to do, and I'm tired of doing everything wrong. I'm done. I've erased everything out of my head. I don't feel like a red trade. Like I suck at this. Like I'm just gonna throw in the towel and I'm done. is kind of a mentality as an entrepreneur too, and I've owned businesses and stuff, and yeah, it's you take it to heart. You know, as shit goes wrong, any one little thing goes wrong, you take it personally, and I'm kind of that incorporated into my trades. Like I'm doing red, like, oh man, I just suck at this. No, it was just the wrong entry. It was the time you click that button.
That's it.
You can't take it personally. You can't take it emotionally, and that's a breakthrough for me. Getting out of bad trades. I love making good trades, and I'm good at it. I suck at getting out of the bad ones, and I'm changing. If I can just focus on just that, I guarantee my account's going to get big really goddamn fast. And
it's tough, but once you get
it is. But I got out of 2 red trades today, and I've never been happier.
Felt good about it.
I tell you what, I was talking to Nate earlier. That is probably one of his strongest strengths. Is the fact that he is willing to leave money on the table. You know what I mean? Because he gets out of trades, not being greedy, because he sees that it has topped out for the moment. Whether it's a pullback or not, that doesn't concern him. Now, we all know that he doesn't necessarily do the shedding technique, but I'm sure he's working on that. But he gets out. If it starts going in another direction, Coach said, if you get in a 2-minute EWO and it immediately switches color, get the out of it. Don't sit in that trade, because you sitting in that trade is just feeding somebody else, you know, and you're not going to get that money back. You think somebody's going to say, oh, you made a mistake. Oh, you thought it was going the other way. Oh, I'm sorry. Here you go. Go ahead and take that back. You know, we'll give you a gimme today. Hell no, that's not going to happen. You know, so you got to do it for yourself. Pull your own ass out of that trade. Stop hoping that it's going to go the other way, and look at what the market is actually telling you that it's doing. You know, we got somebody else in.
I like the hat, Mark.
He's sharp, right?
Yeah.
Bucket.
Clean.
Hey, Bucket.
There's that Bucket.
What's up? What's up?
What's going on, Bucket?
Hey, Ralph. We didn't say hi to you. How you doing, baby?
What's up?
Oh, you know, hey, Gilly had me so hyped up.
Phone call.
I know you came in hot about Gilly.
Hey, I like that. Hey, listen. I was listening to y'all today, and I heard David say something.
You hear me?
Right?
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you. You kind of low, but we can hear you.
Yeah, you're really low, Mark.
He probably can't hear us.
Yeah, something's going on with him. He probably went out with it. What did David say?
Oh yeah. Yeah, David was talking about, you know, you got to give it time to learn the strategy, and you gotta stick with it and do the same thing over and over, or you'll never know. And it's that's just that. Like Gilly just found, you know, his style. You know, I don't know if you do it all the time. What you call it, fishing. I do the same thing. Try to get a better price. But the thing is, once you get a style of trading, right, and it works for you and it works good, you're gonna be able to bring it to any stock. You'll be able to bring it to any market. If you want to just stay on one thing and work with that, it's going to work with that. You know, once you get a style of trading, that's going to be it. You're going to be able to be good and do it with everything. You might not be able to do it as good as certain other things, right? You got to work that out, but you have to give it time. You can't just be in and out, switching up. You know, oh, the strategy don't work. It's not the strategy, it's you.
And everything that I said and everything that I talked about is to deal with my type of trading only. You know, there's all kinds of traders in our group. There's all kinds, but just the crap that comes out of my mouth is just to deal with the way I trade, period. I mean, no one else.
That's it. If it works for you, it works. Do what works.
I must have thought you up, Nate, because I was just sitting here thinking that's exactly what Nate's been doing. He took his style of trading from stocks and took it to options, and he's killing it.
That's
you know,
it.
so it works.
How'd you do today, Nate?
Yeah, man.
Nate.
Yeah.
Huh?
How'd you do today? Did you make any money today?
I did good. I made about a little over 7,000. I was good.
Hell yeah.
A little over 7,000. I was good.
Yeah.
You can go buy a used car. You can go buy a used car right now.
It was a good day. I've been had a good week though.
Yeah.
How much did you make this week, Nate?
About 50 grand. Damn.
Woo!
Yeah.
Wow, man. A
Yep.
whole
I'm not-
year's salary in a week.
That's amazing.
I'm not near your account size, but I pulled 12.
So what now?
Damn, Gilly.
That's
Commercial.
amazing too.
Yeah. He made
Gilly
12
pulled
grand this week.
$12K in a
Yeah.
week. That's a
Yeah,
half a
man.
year's
Yeah.
salary in a week. Come on now.
Way to
You
go,
guys are
Gilly,
killing
man.
it.
Yeah,
Thank you.
man. That's
This is
great.
all a testament to Coach, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, we are in here making money. You guys are killing it, and it's all due to Coach. You know, he
Absolutely.
teaches the strategy
Shout out to
that
Coach.
works,
Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely.
You tell
and he
Coach you
teaches us
made?
to think. He teaches us to think and fish for ourselves. Speaking of fishing, Gilly, Coach teaches us how to fish. He doesn't want call our chasers in this group. He wants people that know how to actually trade. And if that means, Gilly, you're coming up with a way to finagle some spreads, and Nate, you're using the L2 primarily, then so be it. Mark, you're using the support and resistance. Ralph, you're doing Forex. Hey, to each his own. But you guys are all finding
I'm selling
success.
cigarettes out by the
Yeah,
schoolyard.
Ted swing trades, and he's a fundamental trader, even
I
more so
just-
than a day trader.
I
It
just
all
had to
works.
adapt. I had to adapt to a trade that I'm never in and had to figure out my own way. And I did it in 3 days. And I probably won't even look back until, it runs up again or something. But I probably won't even look back at it, the next week.
Yeah.
Hey,
Right.
look at here. I'm gonna cut my visit short. I see y'all in the morning because my phone be acting up, acting fool.
Nate, you ain't gotta
Good
leave.
week.
Just wait
Good
till
Nate,
day,
it's
Nate,
after
and
that.
good week, man. Good week,
Yeah.
man.
I
Seriously.
don't know.
And
Sometimes
Nate,
God
if you
plays
think about it,
video.
you still have 2 weeks to at least get up to 100,000. So you're on track to making $1 million this year. So
I told
No
Dawn
pressure.
I thought that was possible. I probably could do it. Make that 100 grand this month. But I ain't gonna go no further with that. I'm gonna leave that alone.
don't be greedy.
Right.
No.
Make what you make.
That's it.
Oh, by the
Pigs
way,
get slaughtered.
the apprentice, who's a new member, he made 2K today. And guess what he did with his 2K? Didn't
What
use
did
it
he
all.
do?
With it.
He got himself a VIP gold membership.
Yeah, let's
Oh,
leave it
What's
up.
up?
Dang.
I like
What's up?
Shane. I
Sorry.
talked with him a little bit. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
He
Dang.
took part of his earnings and invested it in his future.
That was the smartest
That's
thing
up.
you could have done.
And
Yeah.
if
Right.
we learned that
Good for you.
Australians have a crippled version of Weeble, and he still made money.
We got another accent in the group.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
But yeah. But
Well, I
I'll,
miss Lee.
Yeah. But I'll see
Yeah.
y'all guys in the morning.
All right.
I'm gonna go take the wife to the steakhouse or wherever she going tonight. So we
All
gonna.
right, Nate, you guys have a good time
All
eating
right,
that.
Nate.
All
Nate,
right.
it's always a pleasure.
Now,
Nice
see,
job.
if my wife called y'all for any reason, we only made 5,000 today. That's it.
I
We haven't
wasn't
seen
here.
Nate all week. We don't
Yeah.
know.
That's
Hey,
it.
All week.
you know,
I'd be like,
you
I don't
this
know where
live
Nate was
and recorded.
today.
I think he
That's
said he
it.
lost money today.
Yeah.
No, he wasn't even here.
No, I can't say the lost money. Nah, that ain't gonna fly.
Actually, the right
Yeah,
answer
that's
is
He knows
wait
better
till
than
he
that.
tell you.
Yeah, she was in Home Depot just because I told her I made $5 grand this week. She figured she's gonna go in Home Depot and spend some damn money.
Home Depot.
And
know
put
she
you to
lost
work.
this
You got to
week. She
remodel a
knows-
bathroom.
Good God Almighty! You told her you made $5 grand this week. $5
Yep.
grand. Did you hear that? He made
Yeah.
15 times that.
Well,
Yes.
darn.
10 times that, actually. Oh my God, Nate.
I have to
Still alive.
lowball it so I can lowball that so I can tell her how much to spend. So I told her, I said, where you at?
Wow.
She talking about I'm in Home Depot. I said, well, your limit is $1,000 because I didn't make but $5 grand this week. So you got to get the hell up out of there. So,
I understand it.
yeah.
I
so
understand it.
I told her, hurry her ass up. Get the hell on
Hey,
out of there.
Hey, Nate.
Yeah.
DJ Vinny says millions of dollars in a bank account with a 50-cent cell phone. Come on, Nate.
Mark,
Hey, cup and handle.
Mark,
At least he can get on Zoom. At least he
I'm
can get on the
very-
Zoom call.
I'm very
Ooh.
frugal. I'm very
You gonna let
frugal
Ralph
with
get away
the-
with that?
Yeah, well, I'm gonna have to, but
Oh,
I'm
he's
very
talking about
frugal
DJ.
with the high tech. I'm very frugal with the high tech stuff. I don't Yeah, I'm very frugal with that.
Yes, you
That's
But
are.
Nate, we're pulling you to the dark side. Pretty soon you're gonna have a big old monitor. I can tell.
Ted, I don't see it. I believe I'm scared one of them damn things gonna fall over and kill my ass one morning.
You'd be like Flat Stanley. That's a
Oh,
shout
Yeah,
out
see
to
that
the
don't
parents
like
out there who had to read Flat Stanley to their kids.
I heard it. I heard the
Yeah.
crackling and everything.
Yeah, Nate led a very good discussion this morning in the pre-market about psychology, how we think
Yeah.
and what we do, how it affects our trading and stuff. And it was a master class in itself. Just having that discussion, you know.
Get
Yeah.
right with yourself, man.
This happens
Yeah.
every morning now. I'm telling
Yes. Hey,
How
Nate, we
come-
were talking about exit strategy and getting out of trades and how you don't mind leaving money on the table if it means getting out of a trade, if it looks like it's turning the other way, even if it might go back up. And even though we lost, Nate, that's exactly what he said. So, I mean, guys, you know, exit strategy is key. And at this point, I know Coach always says entry is the most important part, which it is. That determines, listen, Gilly, you just said it. If you enter wrong, not only are you going to be, you know, possibly losing money, but the trade could reverse if you don't get in at the right spot and you're sitting in the wrong trade right off the top.
Yep.
So we've got to get it in our minds that we're not going to sit in losing trades, guys. That is not good. Even if you were the lucky person to sit there and get a trade, go your way and stay your way in that way, it's only going to happen a couple times. It's not the norm. If it's going against you, get out. Don't wait to see how long it's going to go against you. It's going against you. That's all you need to know. Get out.
And don't use your whole account to trade, because if it goes against you and you have to get out, you're done. You know, it just
Yes.
position size.
Position
He says it
size,
over and
position
over and over. In like a year and a half, I haven't listened to that shit. And like, yeah, everybody else needs to be listening to their position size. You know, pay attention to it, but not me. You know, now I'm listening, and oh, it's too damn long for me to pay attention. But the best part was ripping off a Band-Aid. And a little bit of credit there goes to Ted in the corner there of congratulating yourself for getting out of a bad trade.
Yes.
I'm going to tattoo that shit on my arm.
I challenge you now there, Gilly. Trade with half the amount and stay in longer. You'll find you can make the same amount with half the risk.
And I've done stuff like that too. Yep. Yeah. Put a stop above what you paid and, you know, go away. I've done that too. But when I'm, you know, focusing and trying to make as much as I can on something, you know, a little more volatile and crazy and bigger dollars, then yeah, it's different. But yeah. I like that one too.
DJ Vinny is asking for the link for live. Oh, okay. There it is. Miranda's
talking about the one to
always
join the
Johnny
panel.
on the spot.
The bucket
Eric
talk
Smoto.
while I was gone. I missed it. Huh?
Hey, Miranda, how you doing, darling?
No.
Shout out to Eric Smoto.
Eric Smoto, come on up here and talk to us, Eric. Come hang out.
Did Bucket talk while I was gone or what?
No, he did not.
No, he's in his car.
No, I'm
He's
just sitting here.
jealous because you were in that fedora.
Yeah,
Shout
I
out
had
to
run
DJ
do something
Vinny.
for the wife real quick. What
Shout
you
out
do
to
today,
DJ
Bucket?
Vinny, the apprentice.
I always mute myself when Nate calls, so we can all hear.
Okay. What you do today, buddy?
Girl Trader, what's going on? Go ahead, Bucket. My bad. Farrah.
Miranda's just a stupid
Raindrop
wolf in a
C, what's
stupid
going
office.
on?
I'm sorry,
Mark, you
moderator, but I
crazy.
can't mute her. I can't mute her. She's got
You
George.
crazy, Mark. Stop it. Stop, Mark.
Hey, Bucket.
Go ahead, Bucket. I'm
Let's
sorry.
go, Tesla. What do you think about Tesla, buddy?
I bought in again today.
Did you? Good.
I don't even want to
dumbass
talk about
Kramer.
Tesla.
That Kramer dude said earlier today that Tesla was going to be the first one to drop out of the Power 7. That was news this morning on Tesla.
Barron's already said that it doesn't belong.
Yeah, you know what he said. You know what Kramer said in 2008, right?
Yeah,
What?
there's a
He said, "Nothing more than a our stock.
He really?
Yep, he said that on one of
Well,
his
anyway.
live series
Well, anyway,
back in
Bucket
08.
for the 5th time. What you do today, buddy?
Well, Bucket, you probably don't want to know about the after hours for Tesla.
I think his screen froze.
Did it?
No,
There he
I'm
is.
just,
Nope.
I'm not talking.
Okay.
Why you
I'll
ain't
let everybody
talking?
talk.
Go ahead, Bucket. Go ahead, Bucket. We want to
No,
hear
I'm
it.
fine. I'm listening.
Come on,
I
on.
What's
want to
going
hear what
on
you
in the
did
Talk,
today.
Bucket,
aftermarket,
What you
talk.
Ted?
did?
What you do today, Bucket?
What's the aftermarket doing, Ted?
It's not doing too well, buddy. It's down 0.5%.
That's typical. Great. Another loss with Tesla. Just love it.
Well, what's your
Glad to
I'm
see
due for the
expiration,
drawdown.
Bucket?
May.
Okay.
No.
So you're
Oh,
You're
fine.
fine.
You
You're doing
good?
fine.
Yeah. The problem is I got in at 210 or 211, and it dropped down to 208. So I was already down like $2,000. But you know, we've got time, right?
But you
So,
got the right time now.
yeah.
You
And
hope.
I got that 215s, right? So hopefully, that time on my side and it doesn't put me in PDT jail. But no, the rest of the day was extraordinary. So I mean, definitely had a comma in the results. So very happy.
You had a comma?
Oh
All
yeah.
right.
Let's give it up for
Oh,
the
yeah.
comma.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
All right,
Absolutely.
Bucket.
So primarily, obviously AMD in the morning and AMD in the afternoon, and Apple in the afternoon. But to how do I say this? To minimize the volatility and stress, I decided today, just as not an experiment, but I mean, it is still. I did day trading with options that were at least 60 days out. So what does that mean? That means I had more of my account in trades, but I have a longer time if the trade pulled against me. So, for example, this morning, if you compared the AMD that expires tomorrow to what I bought out, I probably made 20% less than the people whose options expire tomorrow. But I'll tell you what, anytime it had a red candle, I didn't care.
Yeah.
It didn't affect me very much.
Wow.
But it does take a lot more of your account, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's almost in the tradition or the scheme of, like, I'm not saying it's the same, but I'm saying like when you're doing cash secured puts or, because you have a lot of your account invested, but what you do have is time on your side, right? So that if it
Right.
did, but I mean, I still treated it as a day trade, but
Yes.
it helped me control the urge to click close, right? It was like, okay, I'll close out a contract here. So like the one AMD in the afternoon, if everybody was watching the charts, AMD had a dip and then around 1 o'clock it reversed. I mean, I rode that whole thing up, and it had a couple of stagnant periods. Yeah, I didn't care.
Yeah.
I set my price target and said I want to sell here, here, and here. And eventually, at the end of the day, it hit all of them. I was like, okay, great. So,
Wow.
all that
Good.
money's
What's
back
up?
into the account. Try it tomorrow, right?
There
Good.
you go.
So,
Dude, that's
yeah,
the
that's
perfect answer to
Good
the
job.
people that want to stay in trades. If you have a problem getting out of trades, then that's the way you should trade. Because if you want to sit in a trade, don't try to day trade sitting in a trade. If something's going against you and you just have a problem getting out of it, then you need to be doing what Bucket's doing and going farther out of the money so that you can give it time to come back up.
He's working
Yeah,
a different
and,
strategy.
That's a way to hedge the habit, if you will.
right. Well, and I'm only
Well,
trying it. Obviously, it's a baby step to investing more. Well, not investing more, but being able to be more comfortable. And I'll be honest, I don't do that with Apple, because I know Apple. So
Yeah.
I will use this week's or next week's. But where it has helped me out is NVIDIA, AMD, Meta, those that, will spike up and move and take your shirt off for like 15 minutes. And I'm like,
Yep.
yeah, no big deal. Take my shirt off. I'm going to get it back. I mean, unfortunately, the one that's pissing me off, of course, is Tesla. And thank you, Ted, for telling me it's down again. What a shock.
Yeah, Tesla. What the hell?
And
EVs.
so everybody that is on the chat who knows the Tesla drama, going, why did you do this again? It's because I think I told you all a week ago, I thought it was going to 210. And that's why I got out of my original position. And it's hovering around the 210. It could go. And then, talking to Coach and, not financial tax or legal advice, 210 is a decent buy-in point. So, we'll have to see what to play it out and see where it goes, right? So, I mean, I've got plenty of time, over 90 days, so we'll see. I mean, it could be another disaster for Tesla, and I'll never talk of the 4 letters again. I don't know, but
Or it could be a fire sale and you entered at the perfect time.
well, I'm still stuck on this. All the crappy news. Earnings is next week, right? So Tesla earnings is next week. So, I don't, what did Coach say today? You buy on the rumors, sell on the news.
Yes.
Right.
Yep.
Well,
And he explained the origin of that too.
Yeah, that's not Tesla right now. It's not running up to earnings, right? I mean, unless it has a reversal here in the next 2 to 3 days, because earnings is a week from today, right? Actually, a week from yesterday.
24th, isn't it?
Yeah, 24th. So a week from yesterday. So, is this a lotto? No, I don't think it's a lotto. But what's interesting when you think about it is, okay, is it just the news? Is it the EV industry? Or is it just pounding on Elon because no one likes Elon? Well, at the end of the day, next week, the numbers are going to be the numbers, right? And let's say, and this is where Ted can come in, if earnings disappoint, I could see it going down again. What happens if earnings is at expectation or higher? I mean, you can't tell me it's priced into the stock right now when it's dropped $55 in 2.5 weeks, right? And that's my thinking. I may be absolutely wrong here. But I mean, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, you remember what AMD did this like 2 earnings ago, right? Or was it 1 earnings ago? Okay, so you remember Bruno had like a trade on, and then the earnings came, and then like it wasn't the day of the earnings that the price exploded. They actually had good numbers, and it still was just stagnant. I think it went up just a little bit, but like 2 or 3 days after that, the price just exploded, and this no went up to do like what AMD at right now, about 168. It's extremely high. You know what I'm saying? It's been running ever since. But it was just like held down the whole time. It didn't do the lead up to the earnings. It waited till after the earnings to do the run. And I think Tesla is going to do the same thing whenever it comes to this. Because it's like, for how long have Tesla been just not doing it on the run?
Let me ask you a question with that, Ralph. And anybody here, those of you that play Tesla, wasn't it just this time last year or close to it that Coach was talking to Jimmy about it being at 104? Does Tesla do this every year around this time? Take a Amber Heard?
Coach says it usually goes down this time of year every year, but last year was different.
And plus,
because last year
the market
it went down
is 6
to like
months
damn near
behind
100.
them.
Yeah, okay. Because it went down to $100 last year. So if you think 200 is something,
Right, exactly.
Here's my prediction. Here's my prediction, and I'm not a financial guru, but this is for the whole EV market. If anybody's been following the EV market in the past year, it was on fire, right? Everything was running up. Tesla was running up. All the EV big name boys were running. Well, if you go back and look at all these stocks now, they're starting to fade and they're coming down because the market's not liking EVs. The market.
That's true. Look what happened in
Right.
Neo.
Well, that's the market. So another thing that I found today, I don't know if anybody's ever traded TSM.
Never heard of it. What's
Taiwan Semiconductor. Wait.
Yeah.
You got it, Ralph. Ralph hit me.
Right?
Had good
Yeah,
earnings
well,
today.
Yeah, and I'm up 200% right now on 4 contracts for tomorrow. So there's other things in the market that are going to start taking off. AMD has made its run. NVIDIA's made its run. These smaller tech things. Now, I've seen this Taiwan Semiconductors for a long time, and I've been watching them for a long time. But now that I'm doing options and not stocks, they were pretty cheap. I think I paid like $20 a piece for the contracts. So I'm up 200% right now.
Oh, you're talking my ballpark there.
Yeah, I read out the news on that.
And they're cheap, Don. They're cheap, but it's something you all might want to consider as a secondary, as all these components are moving higher. Your NVIDIA, your AMD, as they're moving higher, the rest of those are starting to increase as well. And I forgot what their chip thing was, but the market must have liked it because the market took it.
So when you look at the success of like NVIDIA doesn't produce their own chips.
No, they make the boards.
They make the boards, but so they have to get the chips somewhere. And Taiwan Semiconductor and these other companies are more than gladly, they have the fabs and they can produce the chips custom to the specs that NVIDIA specifies. So yeah, definitely. Look, here's the deal. Everybody talks about AI. If you think about the gold rush, who made the most money? The purveyors of shovels and picks.
Right.
It's the same thing. It's this infrastructure behind some of these big names that are going to start popping. And Taiwan Semiconductor is kind of like the canary in the mine shaft of the AI ecosystem that's over and beyond just NVIDIA and AMD. So good
Wasn't
play.
that the one? Wasn't that the one? The well-known investor that's in the United States that lives in the Midwest. Wasn't that the one he sold off?
What?
I don't know.
Mr. B. Wasn't that one he sold?
He sold what off?
TSM.
Oh, Berkshire Hathaway.
So what happened was because of the China situation, our relations with China, if you go back 6 months, was pretty sketchy at best.
Sketchy,
right?
yeah.
And so Biden started to impose restrictions. China was puffing out their chest saying that they're going to take over Taiwan. And so, people that were investing in Taiwan Semiconductor realized that the writing would be on the wall. If that scenario played out, the Taiwan Semiconductor would be absorbed by the state. And so your investment was a little bit risky. And so that drove the price down out of that fear. But it seems to be recovering because our relations are improving and there isn't as much saber rattling going on by China.
Yeah, I think you had told me about that, Ted.
Yep, I'm a big fan of TMCS. It's a good one. I also like Micron. I also like Avnet. I've talked about those.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
did you see that there was good news on that Asnet today?
What was the news?
I forget. I was going to say something to you earlier, but everybody was in a deep conversation about something they were doing. I forgot what it was.
Yeah, I'll take a look at it. there's good things going on. That's for sure.
Hey, I got to go. I got Bible study I got to get to.
Right on, man.
All right.
I'll see you guys at 4 in the morning.
I've been reading a chapter every morning. Like when Coach does his spiel, because I've heard the spiel before, I usually go on mute and I read, a page or so.
That's funny. That's my prayer time too.
Because it's so easy, right?
Yeah,
John, we talk about creating systems. That's the system. Coach does his spiel. I don't need to hear that.
Right.
Go ahead,
get on the treadmill. Get on, do something. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, Mark, thank you for being here as usual. Have a good
say
night.
hello to the rest of the Rat Pack.
Say what?
Say hello to the rest of the Rat Pack.
Oh, okay. Tune in tomorrow night. And see what hat I'll be wearing tomorrow.
All right, we're loving the hats, man.
It's going to be a lot more frilly.
A Joker hat.
Yeah. All right. See you guys.
You see Mark showing up with a beanie? Mark showing up with a beanie.
Oh, by the way, Vinny, I love your captain's hat there, buddy.
All right. Actually,
that's pretty cool, Vinny.
Vinny has center square.
Center square with the captain's hat. He is the captain of the ship tonight.
He is the Paul Lind of the aftermarket.
Oh my God, he did. He wore that on Hollywood Squares, didn't he?
No, I think Charles Nelson Riley did.
Okay. Yeah, Paul Lind was on there.
But we're definitely dating ourselves.
I know, right? The match game.
What's up,
Jimmy Hodge? How you doing, buddy?
Shout out to Jimmy Hodge coming up on the panel.
Your microphone's off.
Yeah.
Your microphone's off. We can't hear you.
Yeah, we can't hear him. And who this is? Joey Crypto?
What's up?
I can barely see the names.
Joey Crypto, welcome, buddy.
Hello.
All right.
Hey, Joey Crypto.
What's going on?
I've been meaning to ask you, what did you think about the jerk at JP Morgan?
Yeah.
Talking about Bitcoin being a pet rock.
Yep. Yeah. They all talk about it as bad as they want, but it keeps going up.
That's true.
Yeah, I just feel like it's FOMO.
We might be in the center of attention better.
January is real bad for crypto. It's always dropping down.
That's because it's following the market.
Yep.
Well, it was interesting that Trump said that he would not support a digital currency for the central bank.
Nah, that's good because they were trying to come out with that CBDC.
Yeah.
He knows the owners of it.
That's it. Look, these bankers, everybody talks about who gets elected. If you don't have the banks on your side, it's hard.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, a lot of people don't realize this, but Obama had the full support of the American banking system.
No wants that CBDC. Nobody wants that. You don't want that.
Yeah. So, Joey, do you think it's going to go up from here?
I think we're going to come down a little bit lower, I think. But I think by the end of this year, it's going to be over $100,000.
I think so.
I want to give a shout out to Joey, Jimmy, and VP. I'm just going to say that because I don't want to put the whole name out. I have a feeling that it might be Billy Papa, but I'm not going to say the real name for the tips. I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
All right.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Joey.
You're very welcome.
And Don, your NVIDIA is up in aftermarket.
Is it? Okay, Ted, because I'm not, I got no choice. It expires tomorrow. But I was going to do it. I was going to sell it, but quite frankly, it just, I'm like,
it's like you said, base hits matter, right?
Yeah,
no harm, no foul. It wouldn't have been a big loss if it did collapse. There's just a lot of momentum. And it's like I should have bought it farther out. If you're counting the days to NVIDIA earnings, they can afford maybe one down day or two down days. but it's just going to bounce back up again. There's a lot of interest. There's a lot of feelings that this stock is going to pop on outlandish news. I mean, I think it's going to be incredible because, I mean, you have the only thing that was really pushing down NVIDIA up to this point was the fears about China. Seems to be relaxing a little bit in the stance there, and they have an answer to that. They've got a product that can be marketed to the Chinese. So, what's stopping this at this point? You're gonna see numbers that will probably be record setting, and I wouldn't be surprised this thing pops up into the 700 range after earnings. So, keep an eye on it.
$1.4 trillion market cap. It's almost with Google. I mean, that was in the last year, pretty much. It's a monster.
But you never see that kind of growth at their kind of revenue numbers.
Yeah.
You've never seen that kind of growth before.
It took Google 30 years.
Yeah.
It took NVIDIA 1.
I mean, that stock definitely, it's worth it if you have the wherewithal to buy further out, to just stay in it for as long as you can, because at some point you're going to have some nice paydays in there. It's going to have some down days, but you're going to have some nice paydays in there. No, not financial or tax advice, but read the writing on the wall.
Yeah, I was just about to say whatever I just said is not financial, tax, or investment advice.
Yeah.
Do your own homework. Make your own decisions based on your risk profile. Blah, 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 blah.
Do your own research.
That is it.
That's right.
Pro Ewo Strategies, Vinny. Hey, listen, Vinny, I had to mute you because I don't know what's happening with your mic, but there's a sparking sound and a lot of background noise. So if you've been, I muted you. I meant to say that. I'm sorry, but somebody was talking. But yeah, you might want to go out and come back in, buddy. But
you might want to call the fire department too.
No, seriously, because listen, I'll take him off mute.
Yeah, there's something going on there.
Yeah.
That's the internet connection.
Is that what that is?
It's chopping.
Yeah, it's really like if you're speaking, we're not hearing it. It's going in. You're like in a matrix. So you might want to try to maybe reboot.
You know what I would do? Go take off the headset and go speaker.
You don't have a headset.
Yeah, it's not working at all. We were at least getting something from him.
AMDY didn't move up much today. What was up with that?
Which one?
Which
AMDY, Yield Max for
AMD?
Yeah.
AMD.
I know.
Who cares? Because that dividend's going to be sweet.
Yeah.
There we go.
Hey, there's the bucket.
Hey, bucket.
There's the bucket.
I thought maybe you were mad at me. Bucket, you're not mad at me, are you?
Hauled ass home and picked up Tesla.
I'm not listening.
Sell. Friggin' Tesla.
Hey, Vinny, I still hear the chirping.
Yeah, Vinny,
It
take
sounds
off
like
your
the
headset,
Shula in here.
man.
Yeah, you're crackling. We're not hearing anything you're saying, bud.
Anyway.
So
I feel like he's looking right into my soul.
He is.
Seems like a pretty good dude, though.
yeah, I love him.
Oh, this is great.
Vinny's like the bouncer that you don't want to mess with at a bar.
Shout out to Carter. Let's get one of Carter's picks in today. It is Pro Ewo Strategies. Shout out to DJ Vinny because I know he loves these 2-minute Ewo videos. Those of you down in the chat, get out those pens and that paper. Be ready to take some notes.
All right, so there's a couple rules. First rule is of Trade Club is that if you're a new trader, you don't trade the first 30 minutes. But the second rule is if you do, just like
I did not mention that rule today. First 30 minutes to the hour. Don't trade if you're brand new. My bad, coach.
That's right.
Like this, if you're looking at SPY here. So SPY is already given the indication you've already got 2 minutes, right? Which was here.
Right.
So you're a go as soon as the bell rings.
Okay. Got it.
You don't have to wait. Obviously, if you wait till 10 o'clock, you're going to get, less chop. But if it's already at the range it's supposed to be, you can go for it. Just know that, in the first 15 minutes for sure, it's going to be. But for everybody else, as soon as that breaks the key critical level, which I think in this case it was 411, so this 496, I'm assuming this is correct from yesterday. As soon as that broke, we entered, and that was the ride we got right here. So
what about like if it was going the other way and there's a sell-off?
If it was going the other way and there was a sell-off, what's the question?
Well, no, I'm saying so. You're in a green 2-minute EWO, and then the bell opens, and it's been going up all night, and then there's a bunch of sell-off in the morning. You wouldn't want to get it.
No. That's because always at the bell, you've got to be ready and paying attention to what's going to happen, right? As soon as I never recommend as soon as the bell rings, you do anything, right? Ever. If you do that, you're going to get your face ripped off on this candle or a candle that's going to look like this, right?
That's a good point. Have you guys noticed that? I mean, Coach obviously is not a new trader, and he trades in the first time. But at the bell, he never just jumps in a trade. I've scoped that out about him. Yeah. And, well, me neither. I did initially.
He always waited at least a few minutes.
Yeah, let it settle.
This morning, right?
Yeah.
2 minutes. He doesn't do anything.
Let it settle. Let it settle and see what happens after that.
And that's
so you need to wait
a couple. You remember Zen was talking about how the aftermarket got its own opening?
Yeah. You
remember Zen was talking about how like once it closed, and then the pre-market will do the same thing too, Don. We first come up in there in the pre-market at right at 4 a.m. They always have something that's on the top gainers list that's just going outrageous, and then next thing you know, it does an Amber Heard.
Right.
Within like 7 minutes of it going up. Sometimes faster than that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
All markets do it. I'm telling you.
A couple seconds to see what's happening in the market and what's going on. But again, if you're trading in the first 15 minutes, which is here, you're already in the most dangerous time in the entire day, right? You can also see Tesla's first 15-minute candle was a pop. See it? And it broke pre-market high. See there? You had a run up, and this is the open, and it did go up the rest of the day, didn't it? You guys starting to see that? Here's your cues. First 15 minutes of the day, never broke pre-market. And where did it go all day?
Down.
That 15-minute drill, the truth.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. You know what else is a truth?
What?
Tesla blows!
You're fine, though. You're so far out this time, Bucket.
Yeah. I mean, we've got time. And
you never can find that bottom, right? We talked about this the other day. It was so funny because TJ was like, I know when the bottom is. I was like, TJ, come on. I don't know if he's in here. TJ.
Yeah, he's in the chat.
We don't know where the bottom is.
TJ, come on up here.
We only have ideas.
Yeah, you got to defend yourself, TJ.
You're only right.
Defend yourself, TJ.
You're right. Until you're proven wrong. But eventually you'll be right.
I bought me some TLSS, STS. What is it?
TSLS.
No, I bought TLSS. I got TSLL. Trying to offset the thing. I'm trying to offset the Tesla debacle I got going. I got it in two separate accounts. I'm saying the Tesla just a thorn in my side, bro. Like no matter what I do, Tesla right there like,
so,
yeah, have a good day.
Sit down. Hedging? Hopefully you guys are hedging.
Yeah. Yeah, I am. I bought the TLSS. What is it? Drop the L and put an S on
TSLS
it.
is
That's
the
what I did.
short, right?
Yeah, that's what I got.
Yeah, I'm
right,
looking.
because
So
I got
today
the
it opened at
LL
21.
already.
Yeah, I see what you did.
Yeah. So basically, it kind of helped. But I ain't making no. Wait, I did. Yeah, I did 2 contracts of. Coach called it out.
Ralph, that's not a bad idea.
I did. I had did what's the name? DraftKings. It was a decent trade. I think I made like 11%. Because he had called it out. It was going crazy, but then it like came down.
Yeah.
When
Well,
it went up again, I caught the
plan
E-wall.
tomorrow. I'm going to probably see how Tesla opens. It's actually starting to have, I'm not going to say consistency, but normal reactions. In the morning, it'll either dip down, come back up, or start up and come back down. It normally has one day run. Unfortunately, it's always going below VWAP, which really sucks.
Right.
So I think tomorrow when I have that opportunity, I'm probably going to put in a put because I have, what do I have? I have 5 long-term contracts. So like Coach said, put in roughly 1 or 2 for every 5, so that you can capture, any losses. And then obviously if it reverses, you can stop yourself out or whatever. I actually, that was a technique Coach was teaching this morning. So I actually tried it on Apple. What I did is I purchased some calls on Apple. Let me pull up Apple here. Hold on. Give me a second. Yeah, I bought into Apple right around the VWAP bounce today, around lunchtime, middle of lunch.
Yeah.
And so what I did is it bounced up and then it went right down to VWAP again, right? And at VWAP, I said, I'm going to stay in this one because, again, this was a longer term. I think I bought Apple Aprils, right? So what I did is I immediately bought a put for Apple Aprils. And then what ended up happening is the put started paying, and my 2 or 3, whatever number of contracts in Apple, were losing significant amounts of money. And then it hit bottom. And obviously I could have cashed out, but like Ted said earlier, you don't know bottom. And then all of a sudden it started riding back up. Well, I ended up stopping out of my put and letting the calls run for the rest of the day. And obviously, we went from 187 to 189. And the first, I'm going to say exact dollar amounts, the first 180 gains in the call wiped out the put losses. And the rest, you just move your stop up, your stop to $180 profit. And anything above that now is a green trade.
Right.
Right. And that's all I did. Yeah. And I left that. And again, it was a long-term out. So I didn't get as ticklish. I don't know why the hell I got into Tesla. I just don't.
Hey, Bucket, I would just, for the benefit of the exercise, I was just looking at the 4 hours of Tesla. And if you look at the 4 hours right now of Tesla, you would be drawn to the conclusion that this thing could go at least to 205, or worst case scenario, it could go all the way down to 194.
Right.
Can we look at it? I mean, can we do that?
Sure.
Like,
I'll share my
screen. Yeah, do the test for 4 hours. It's eye-opening. And if you looked at that and still made the decision that you're going to get in on a call with Tesla, then I'm going to fly out there and I'm going to slap you in the face.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's almost like if you're on a daily trend, right? What does Coach teach us? If you're in a day and it's going down, what does he tell you? It's more likely to continue going down, right?
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
So if you take a look at you're sharing the 4 hours, awesome.
Yeah, it's just a straight down day. That's why I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, take it out a little bit.
TLSS.
Take it out so that November is showing. November of last year.
This is just straight down.
You go to the 1 day, it looks like it's on a support line.
Correct. So there's the November, right? 194.
Yep.
Yeah. So correct here and here. So like you said, it could go down. I mean, it got close to 205 today.
And
right?
and you don't like turning on the new indicators, the channel?
Okay, okay, hold on. Give me a second. You want me to put up that's not trading view, that's Webull. Hold on.
Yeah, do it in trading view.
Yeah. Give me a second. Okay, I think I have to go back to stop sharing my screen and sharing again. Give me a second. There we go. All right.
I guess now that I'm official, I can share my screens now.
So Tesla. I shared my screen. Dawn, can you accept it?
Yes, sir.
You want me to go to the 4 hour, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Look at that.
So what part of that says I'm going to get in a call?
Jesus.
Wait. Bucket, what?
What? Okay, I'll get rid of my trend lines. This is
you understand it, so that's all that counts.
No, guys. Look, these are the resistance lines. These were just some trends lines when I was trying to match up trends last year. I just haven't gotten rid of them.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
I thought it was the new Chinese chopsticks.
Yeah,
you're gonna make spaghetti.
That does look like that.
Okay. Well, shut up. How's that? There, you
Don't
happy?
be mad.
You're gone. Okay.
Don't be mad.
Right.
No, Bucket knows I love him.
Yeah. So, but Ted, you're asking why, and the answer is because I'm an idiot. But the second thing is today when I was looking, and I wasn't looking at the 4 hour, I was looking at a different one. This is a heavy resistance line here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And we're at the bottom of, I don't know what we're calling these things.
Is it a regression channel?
Well, the new channel marker. We're coming down to the bottom of it, right?
Uh-huh.
So there's a lot of resistance right around here. Now you're right. It could go from 210 to 205. And then it's going to make a decision either to really go down or it's going to come back into this channel, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So
here's the way that I look at it. You know the old, was it Oprah that said, when somebody tells you who they are, believe them?
Right.
Yeah.
When a stock tells you who it is or what it is, believe it. And right now, the only thing you can believe about Tesla is the market is not loving it.
Correct.
Investors are leaving.
Right. Now, and I know I'm famous. I tell you what, Bruno makes fun of me because I'm a fanboy of Tesla. But you can't argue with the market.
Yeah.
So the great thing is, look, it will go up someday.
Yeah.
And it won't go up. I don't think, it will go up by degrees. So you'll have opportunities to get it when that beautiful channel indicator is, moving up and to the right. It's not doing that yet.
No.
Go to the daily chart.
Okay. Give me a sec. All right, let me get rid of my lines before you all go freakazoid on me.
But no, you ain't got it. But look at that volume though. Mostly green.
Yeah, let me get the volume so you can see it a little bit better.
And then look at the EWO indicator down below. The wave, the EWO wave.
Oh, yeah. Well, we know it's there dumping.
Coach would tell you when I did my private trading with Coach. By the way, if anybody has the opportunity to do that, change your life. But you look at that EWO indicator as if you would in a daily. And would you get in on a stock when the EWO is indicating that down below?
Get into puts.
Into puts.
Get in a put, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't, but I didn't get in.
Bucket, you know what I'm talking. The wave down below, the Elliott wave.
Yes, down here.
Yeah. Look how deep in the red it is with no sign of going up.
Correct.
But it reverses on a dime.
Yeah, but he
Not really.
went out though.
Look at these other reversals. It kind of it's not if you're talking about a daily. Yeah,
But
so
no,
maybe you miss a day.
He went more than 90 days though, didn't he?
Yeah. So what I'm looking
he's good.
Is in this time frame here. Let me draw something for you.
Yeah, you win more than 90 days, but are you gonna ride that bet through earnings?
That was my initial plan, but you guys are talking me out of it.
Well, I'm not.
So here's what I think is going to happen. We know that earnings are going to be up, right? Because deliveries were up. What we don't know is what concessions Tesla made to get those numbers, right? And we do know that there were emails that were going, hey, your Cybertruck isn't in, but here, we'll give you a good discount. Well, whenever you hear somebody's giving a discount, that means their margins are going to be lower. So the big question mark that's looming, and I think that this is what's driving the pessimism into the Tesla stock price. The big question mark is how much did they have to buy the business?
Right. Shout out to V Branson Designs. Says down in the chat, it's natural to want to try to call bottoms and tops, but you're better off going with the trend, especially with saving trades. Tesla will see 204 soon.
But
Thank you for the comment.
They're probably right, because this is a 3-dive pattern that they got going on right here.
What's it?
It's gonna end to the upside. You see that pull up right there, and then whenever it hit that channel, it's just going right there. Keep going down, up, down,
right,
up, down, and then
so right here is the 200, right?
Yep. And then it's gonna turn and then go what? Boom.
Right.
All right. And then they got a pattern that's a scanner that you can grab over here. If you come to like your trend line tool, and then I ain't gonna say the name of that one. And then they got some chart patterns right there. If you click on that, you'll see one that say 3-dive. And I bet you can draw
what time frame is this, guys?
This is daily.
That's the daily. And he
went 90. And how far back? What span of time is this covering?
Okay, so this is earnings that's coming next week. So there's 3. So right now you're covering about 8 months. Here is last year. Mm-hmm. If you want a comparison, this was last year at this time.
Look at that. Look at that red. Look that went down. The only reason why I asked that, let me finish this thought real quick. Isn't that a huge triple top that we're looking at?
Yes, it is.
So basically,
it's a 3-dive pattern.
It's still kind of descending. It's lower high.
Yeah, it is. It's like a triangle pattern. It's a 3-dive pattern. So what the pattern indicates is when you have a strong move up, you have a consolidation that goes into like a wedge or a 3-dive pattern or a triangle pattern. And then once it breaks out of that, you should get 2 times the move of the side down here, right? The lower side, the first leg up, then you have a consolidation that goes into like a wedge, right? And then whenever it breaks to the upside, it's gonna spring up. That's just the pattern, So it's supposed to make, and it's a long time accumulation, a long.
And that's very true, Ralph. Bucket, what I'm saying is, if you look at the recovery points where it changed the trend, right? Go back to the previous wedge. The way to play Tesla right now is, I think, is to wait for that day where it's going up
when it breaks the pattern. Yeah,
and it breaks the pattern.
I agree. I think I got a wrong entry.
I would treat that as a tactical play within the week kind of strategy, right?
Yep.
Initially, and then make some decisions on long-term bets on Tesla based on the performance that day. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then that way, I think it was Branson Designs. they make a really good point. The trend is your friend, right?
Yeah.
So why not use the trend as a way to inform yourself on when the change is happening, and then be Johnny on the spot, and you could still benefit from that one day, right? That one, if you're playing your EWOs on a tactical basis, and coach always says don't cherry pick your EWOs. So if you really believe that Teslas do, then the way to play that is to just do your standard EWO play, right? In and out, right? Until that one glorious day when the clouds open up and it's up 6% because everybody's saying, okay, it's changing.
Yep. Agreed.
So
and you'll be in on a really good trade. That'll be like a 300% gain for you.
Yes, yes, it will.
Your EWOs.
Chris D in chat brought up a really good point. If you wanted to go out these 90 days, whatever, he's saying buy a straddle. Quit trying to guess the direction and buy a straddle. A long play straddle.
That's a good idea.
So that's and this is good, and that's why I like having it, because a lot of people don't want to talk about that. I actually have 2 options here presented to me tonight. Actually 3. Okay, no, maybe 2. Let me figure it out. 1, I can just get out tomorrow, and today's gains will offset the loss in that one, right? But who knows what's going to happen? Hopefully, it doesn't do a $9 dump at the start of the day. But knowing Tesla, that's what it's going to do. Or, so the other 2 options are, I could buy into TSLS, right? To offset
as a hedge.
That's what I did.
Right? I could buy that tonight, in fact, while the stock is doing what it's doing. Or tomorrow at open, I could buy the exact same, or maybe a month early, month later, puts, right?
Yeah.
I could do any of those, right?
The good thing is you bought yourself some time. Shout out to Coach. Right. He had the most amazing deals. You know what I'm saying? ADT.com. Just holler at your boy.
What the hell? What?
An infomercial.
I'm just saying.
Hey, let me ask you a question.
So what do we learn?
TSLS, is that the new Tesla? Because wasn't TSLQ the inverse?
Well, they have TLSQ too, but I think the TL, what is it?
TSLS, and I just put it on the chart.
It's made by the same people that make TSLL, I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
TJ showed it out to me. Shout out to TJ.
Because obviously the L means long and the S means short. So
right. So this is TSLS, right?
Okay.
It's like $22 or something like that.
Right. So here
have options, or is it just shares?
I'm sorry?
I got
Do they have options, or is it just shares?
They got options too, but I don't really. They options moving like $5 increments or something. They options kind of crazy, but they have them though.
Okay.
Well, that's. I don't know about TSLS.
I've never looked at this
know about
before.
The TSLL ones do, but I just deal with the shares on that.
So that gives me a couple options to think about for tomorrow morning, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
You got time.
That does.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, does anybody want to see a stock while we're up here in Trading View?
You know what? Yes, let's do that.
Can I just add one thing on this Tesla thing?
Sure.
Google.
It might be interesting to take a look at the short interest. Coach was talking about that this morning.
Mm-hmm.
There is a
I
possibility.
missed that because I was driving. What do you do? Short interest in Tesla?
Well, the interesting thing is it's the most shorted Magnificent Seven stock. So one of these Fridays, Options Friday, you're going to have expirations on shorts where people are panic buying. So since you're in, you might as well be in for the day tomorrow just to see what happens, because they're one of these Fridays, it's going to be, a come to Jesus moment where people are going to panic buy.
Yes. I didn't think about that.
Right.
Ted.
So
You're
I'm
right.
looking now. It says Tesla short interest volume, current volume, 86 million shares. It's the shorting volume is up 4% from last month.
Yep.
And the dollar volume is 21.6 billion.
The short selling just started like whenever the drop came, because the volume was all red for like a last week or two.
And remember when I say that the coiled spring, where a lot of times that's what's going on, right? You got the bulls and the bears kind of battling it out.
Right.
Until you reach a point where one wins. And
Right.
that's when the people start panic selling and then the stock goes up.
Yeah.
Right. No,
So-
I think I have a plan for tomorrow. I think I know how I'm going to play it tomorrow.
I wonder how many days does that represent?
What? How many days does what represent?
For the short interest.
That's one. Oh,
It would. Well, I mean, I typed
I don't know.
short interest. I got to go back to it. Interest in Tesla stock, right? And maybe someone has a better one to go to.
Okay, so it's not big. It's a 0.83 days to cover. So that's something that could be resolved. You're not going to get a squeeze based on that.
Right. Gotcha.
Anyway.
Okay,
Before
so
we get off,
there was a request to show TSM, but then someone first said Google. So I'll go to Google first.
Christina here.
hey, Google's up
Did they say
high. It's
Christina's
above all of my lines.
Google.
What do you want? What time frame? 2 minute, 1 minute? Hello? Whoever want to Google, what do you want? What time frame do you want?
Oh, I don't.
I look at a 5 minute or 10 or something.
Okay.
Today was one of those weird days that Meta actually beat Google. So that was good.
Yeah.
It's on
So,
an uptrend.
Lately, Google's had a
Dawn,
nice run.
Did you let Christina in, Dawn?
It's at a top, Gilly. It's at a triple
can't see the
top right
people.
now. Look.
I don't know why. I always like to go to the 4 hour.
Yeah.
Okay.
The 4 hour.
Ugh.
Like a 1 hour too.
I'm frozen.
Oh, so
Okay, we
Christina
got
here? All right.
Christina.
I'm
I
frozen.
can't see y'all.
In the hizzy.
Yeah.
You're frozen?
Yeah,
Why can't I see
I'm not
y'all?
moving right. Yeah.
Let it go. Let it go.
Pretty
See,
damn
Sam, I
bullish
can't
on that chart.
take
You
a
want to
picture
build a
because I
snowman?
can't
I agree,
see it.
Gilly.
Oh, let me go to use the frozen picture
Gilly.
that way.
Gilly, it's really straddling the center of the what are we calling this? The channel.
It's diddling.
What is that? A progression
but that-
channel or regression channel?
So there was a shift, whatever that was. Was that? Oh, that was right after earnings. It dumped and then it improved.
V bottom.
So
I mean,
Google's
you've got a
going
little
up.
bit of a this year. You've got a little bit of a cup there, right?
Yep.
Where? This? Is that what you're calling a cup?
I'm
no,
looking at the 4
I think
hours.
he was
1
talking
second.
about the one with the V bottom. The other way.
Over here.
Before that. Nope. Come back some more.
This?
Right there.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Bullish long play. I mean, I know it could be over with now, but
Well, here's the
from
great
the
thing. You
dailies,
know,
this is going to be an interesting move, Gilly. Does it stay up in the green? Does it come down into the red? Right? It's got a nice. You got earnings in a month.
and they're
That chart-
teabagging this AI play. They're Google's going to be huge in AI.
So this is the news that popped up today on TradingView. Whatever. Okay.
Google's going to kill us all with AI.
And then
So
the
yeah,
last
the other one
request
was TSM. Yep. Look at that.
hold on a second. I need to go in here.
Huh?
That's the jump that
Yeah, you know,
was
what I
talking
love about Google is I think for a while there, people were saying, "Oh, it's going to kill their search engine model." But the more that you read into this, they're building monetization strategies so that people that are content creators will get compensated. And if anything, this kind of gets back into the world of the blockchain. If anything, it does create opportunities for creative ways to monetize content creators at even like penny levels, right? Penny payments. So Google's in a great position because I don't know if you've seen it recently, but they're already incorporating into the browser. They're incorporating the AI. So it's one of these things that a lot of people are talking about AI, but there are only 3 companies that I know of that are actually really executing. 4. I would say Google, Meta, Microsoft, and Adobe. Those are the ones that come to mind. And also keep an eye out for Salesforce in that equation. That's where some fun is going to occur. These people are going to start reporting record licensing revenues because they'll have new tiers of products that they'll sell to the enterprise, and the enterprise will lap it up because they'll make their employees much more efficient. So keep an eye out for those players. All right, Taiwan Semiconductor.
Okay. Sorry.
Hold on.
That's looking good. That chart's looking great.
Yeah. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
I was just doing something for TSLS.
And look at the other thing is that I like is when you look down at the bottom band with those tags with the green earnings. Look at that. They've got a great. I talked about it earlier. You've got a great finance department that's setting the market expectations with the analysts, and they're consistently beating their earnings. Zacks does a great job of tracking those companies that consistently beat analysts' expectations. Pick companies like that. I mean, we love the momentum. Don't get me wrong, but momentum plus value is the sweet spot. That's where you're going to make a lot of money.
Especially whenever the bull run start. Like if the market is doing real good, those companies that you talk about, Ted, they do excellent.
Pick the racehorses, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And lastly,
the ones that got messed up.
I like Meta too. Meta's another player. Oh, there's my MU.
MU.
Love MU.
Can we do ON?
Because MU is about memory. You know, we're talking about picks and shovels in the gold rush. MU is memory. You know, so you can't obviously build great processing units without having memory attached to it. So MU is a big player in that space.
Yeah.
Hey, MU the truth, ain't it?
That's Ted stuff right there.
Yeah.
Should we go back to our pretty faces? Christina's trying to get in, or nothing's happening.
No, I'm in.
Oh,
I was frozen. I
There she
had
is.
to mess around with my cameras.
I shut it down.
I was trying to get a picture of her while she was frozen.
That's why I was hurrying up trying to fix it.
All right. Well, thank you, Bucket.
Commercial.
Thank you. I know. Thank you, Bucket, for sharing your screen and going through all that with us.
Bubbles, how'd you do today? Apparently, you don't want to come in here.
All right, guys. Don't forget VIP Gold. Bubbles, come on up. Hopefully, after the commercial, you'll already be in here. Let's hit the VIP Gold. And let's see what we got going on. Hold on.
I got it.
This is the VIP Gold membership. If you buy the VIP Gold, it's $4,000 for the year. If you just want to add it onto your existing VIP services, it's only $1,500. We now, for VIP Gold members, have weekend mastermind class, free 1-hour text, VIP Gold help desk support. You get moved right to the front of the line. You're also going to get our brand new news service. We've never done this before. We're also going to be offering, for the first time, we've never done this before at American Dream Trading, some afternoon breakout sessions. So sign up right now. And by the way, don't hold me to that add-on price of $1,500, because I originally wanted to do it at $2,500, and I'm sure I'm going to end up going up to that price. So get ready for that price to go up. If you get it now at $1,500, you will be grandfathered in. VIP is where it is at.
Hey, Dawn.
Yes.
Does the restream freeze when you show the videos now?
It must.
Don, that's an old video.
What's an old video?
You said that you updated it today. What? You said that you updated the video for the synchronization on the.
Get with it, Dawn.
No, I did all. No, that's all new. I did. Okay. I showed that yesterday, but his timing is matched up, and I got some graphics in there. That
maybe this way when it's playing through Zoom, it's not syncing up as.
Yes, I think it's a restream thing, Ted. Because
I think so.
Every time I gotta go like the YouTube to look at it, and it be like chopped up. And
if you watch it back on YouTube, it should
okay.
It's still a tad bit off, but it is synced up.
Why don't we just stay on YouTube when we go on through YouTube? Why don't we just stay there? Why does it go through to Restream?
Because you have the echo.
Restream is the actual platform that we're using to stream on. I don't stream live directly on YouTube because Coach wants to do it on multiple platforms. So Restream allows you to do that.
I got you. I didn't realize it. Oh, we're all over the place. We're on different. Oh.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, you didn't know. You didn't know you was a TikToker? I said you didn't know you was a TikToker too?
No, but now I know why I've got like over 400 followers now on TikTok because people are watching.
We're actually not on TikTok.
Those people.
We're not on TikTok right now.
Oh, it's not on TikTok.
Okay.
No, we're on X, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube.
Well, I've got all these new followers on TikTok that keep coming on, and I'm like, I don't even do any videos really on there. I've got a couple in my, just sitting in my
Dude, we can go on TikTok one night and just kind of hang out.
Yeah, we should
create a panel like this. Me, you, Ralph.
You have over 1,000 followers, don't you? Because you can go live on there. I can't because I don't have.
Yeah, I've got like 2,000 and like.
The fake Christine still in your followers.
She probably has tons in her.
Don, I just played it on YouTube. It looks fine.
Okay, cool. Thank you. No, I only got like.
How you did today, Christina?
Oh, I had.
Well,
I slept all day. I was up this morning. Remember, I was in there. I had that.
Christina's in the dark. She looks like she's a hostage video.
I'm in the dark. What are you talking about? What do you mean?
Get your light.
It's like she's been holed up in some sort of bunker.
I'm not in the dark.
Right.
I can see me.
Yeah, you are. I can
looking like cops.
That's
Do
weird.
we mean in the dark
All
metaphorically?
I see is
and look at Bucket.
I can see your face.
Bucket's like library after hours.
I'm monitoring all of you.
Did that work? See, I'm right here.
Bucket, you would be a good Lex Luthor, dude.
Bucket's in the dark.
I'm telling you what, Dawn. Tessa keeps doing this to me. I'm going full LL on everybody's ass.
Hey, Bucket, can you do this?
Who is that? That's Jimmy's in the dark.
Yeah, Jimmy's totally in the dark. What's going on, Hodge?
Always in the dark.
Still, because it's all light for me. I can see everything.
Listen, we're gonna.
Hey, Jimmy, unless you're a millionaire, you got to turn on the light.
We're gonna call you Jimmy Cryptic instead of Crypto.
It's a cryptic message. Now, I was up this morning with you guys. Remember, I had that coffee.
Joey Crypto.
Joey Crypto's fine.
Oh, Joey.
Joey's
after I had
fine.
that coffee, I told you guys I can't do
I just combined names.
I went out.
Joey's like, what the hell did you just say about me?
Joey is
Sorry,
He did a
Joey.
merger.
I combined it.
Oh my God. You look sad.
DJ, congratulations.
Christina, you ain't
Tell
traded
me
off?
about Tesla.
Way to go.
I'm in TSLL, and it's down. As soon as I got in, it went down. And Mara's killing me.
You should jump where Ralph went. He went to TSLS. At least that's going.
Yeah, I had got some TS.
What does that do? The opposite?
I had to get that. Yep, I had to do something because I was just bleeding, and then it's dropping so hard it ain't even giving you a chance to just buy something.
Tesla. It's gonna
and
come
then
back.
pop up and like you could kind of like cost average it.
What's that?
They better have seeds in them.
Nope.
Oh, that's a grape.
Oh, see, that's why you're not high.
The marble.
That's why she's not high. She gotta take the ones with the seeds.
It's gonna come back.
The ones with the seeds.
What do you guys think about Mara? What do you think? Because I'm just.
Mara should be dumping right now the way crypto.
Crypto's a huge exchange of hands right now. I wouldn't have a lot of faith in anything.
Well, I don't know. I am so upset because I'm sitting in it. I gotta sit it out and wait because I'm down so much. I'm just waiting.
Yeah, it never recovered.
Huh?
Yeah.
It never recovered from that.
Yeah, I don't know if it's ever going to.
That hype is over, and it went to ETFs and got spread around or something. I don't know.
Wow. So you guys,
but
what would you do if you were? I'm 700 down now.
Out of how much?
I'd stop the bleeding.
How much you got left?
Yeah.
I mean, I really would.
Like 12.
1,200, and you're 700 down, so you're negative 40%.
For tomorrow.
I'm not a numbers person. I can't think that fast at the
It sucks. But I mean, Mara's been down all week.
Yeah.
Well, Mara, one of those shares that if it pops up every day.
Where's that money going out of Bitcoin and all these big ass stocks that are dropping? Where the hell they're putting their money somewhere? Where's it going?
Right.
That's what I look for. That's
It's going in people's pockets like Nate's.
And Bitcoin dropped 9,000. Where the hell did all that go?
I'm so
maybe
upset.
they're reinvesting it in a whole nother thing like REITs or something like that.
TSLL. I was gonna switch it all that, and now that's down too. And I'm like, what the hell?
Or actually going out and buying buildings.
Yeah, they're just still counting it. They're still counting all their damn money.
Yeah, right.
They're spending it.
It's gonna take a month to count it all.
Dude, there were a bunch of people that made a ton of money when crypto went up. They're spending. They're converting and spending.
Yeah.
Damn it.
All I know is I'm fine. Even though I got the long term, it's still straight. It's a long term. I ain't even rough about it.
Well, it's tying up all my money.
Let me tell you something. I got this coach, you know what I'm saying? ADT, and like he told me before this was coming, he was like, listen, I've been doing this 30 years. Come January, there's gonna be a lot of people who laughing right now. They're gonna be crying.
Yeah.
So he was like, make sure you prepare yourself.
Yeah, he told us
that's what I did.
It's gonna go down. Yeah, I mean, we knew it. I knew the market was gonna crash.
30 years of experience.
But
and 40% down is like a children's Band-Aid. That son of a bitch is gonna hurt to take off.
But I'll tell you what,
that's
the cool thing about our group because we get paid when it goes down. We've been trained.
That's what I was gonna say.
That's right.
We can still get paid.
Maybe I should start buying some.
Yeah, that's a.
Yeah, start hedging. Yeah, start hedging.
Yeah,
time.
Yeah,
hedging some kind of way.
So it'll cost me money to make my money to get even, but then it'll somehow even out. I don't know.
At least you'll be even though, and not down.
Yeah.
But I don't have enough money to do that right now. Like it's eating up almost all, a lot of it. I can buy some puts, but not a lot.
Or even minimize a loss.
You know what you should do?
What?
You should go talk to the coach.
I know.
I'm telling you.
I was going to.
I can pretty much, I know he might have a solution for you.
Yeah.
You might not like it, but he probably got one.
Yeah, I need a solution. I was gonna the other day, and it was Sunday. I was sitting there thinking about it, stressing. But I was like, nope, it's Sunday. I'm gonna leave him alone. And then just here I am.
Another thing he's gonna hit you with though, the fact that you're 700 down means you're not using a stop.
Well, no, because I'm in shares. I'm sitting in it. I bought
but I mean, still.
Still.
The fact that you're 700 down, you have a stop nowhere in there.
Right.
To lose that much money.
Yeah,
so,
see, and I didn't,
yeah.
and I didn't realize, like, I'm thinking about how when I used to swing trade, you buy something, you let it sit for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just not thinking right, I guess. I don't know. I got to figure it out. But, yeah, because I was waiting, and I figured I'll wait it out. It'll come back, and then I want to do some
hopium
calls and all that. I had a plan for it, and
totally. You had hopium.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, well, I mean, all the indications were there at first because it was going up, and that's why I bought it because it was going up.
I know, I got it too. I just didn't have the where.
And then it turned like everything else does. It'll go down and then it comes back up, but it's down so far, and I'm like, shit. Yeah.
But the opportunity, you had the perfect opportunity though, Christine, and I charted it out with you.
What do you mean?
Whenever you was like, what you think? It was the night before the Bitcoin.
The night I bought it.
You was like,
that was the night I bought it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he was like, I got this, and I was like, well, shit, it's in the cup and handle. I sent you a cup and handle right up. It did. It did go up?
Yeah.
It went up. And then look, another thing.
But I only had 76.
Came in here, 100. And Coach was screaming like, look at Mara go. He was like, I'm telling you guys, as soon as Bitcoin turn, Mara is gonna start dropping because it don't supposed to be up here.
I didn't hear that.
So I don't know. I don't know.
After he told us that, somebody talked about that, I was like, shit, I wasn't there or something when he said that. I'm like, damn,
another thing
all
is,
things I gotta miss.
Whenever you told me about it, I was like, Christina, she was like, you think it's gonna go up? I was like, man, the pattern says.
Well, that's when you said there's a cup and handle. I'm like, oh, that's good. That means it's going up.
Ralph was going down the road
but you gotta be
he was
quick.
about to say, so I don't know what kind of brick wall you need to fall on you, but
I just don't know. I don't know enough of what I'm doing. I don't
But the move was swift.
Damn it.
What Mara went up to?
You know what? We're gonna do right, baby.
Yeah, we're gonna make sure you learn from these two tournaments.
Yeah, shit. I'm so upset. But yeah, I need to hedge it. I need to figure that out. So I'll send Coach a message later, a direct message.
You gotta go see the special man.
Yep.
At this point right here.
Yep.
You need to be doing some hedging.
Throw my head down and tell him I need help because I do. The other day I was in tears about it. I'm like, I'm just gonna go to Coach. So I'm like, I'm so embarrassed. I don't want to go and tell him.
Give them all the information. How much of your account is in this, and give them all the information. But the dude will give you like the right answer in a half a second.
I know.
It's that good.
I was just hoping. I was hoping again that I would be able to get out of it myself. I'd do it right on my own, but that's not happening. So.
And for you guys that's in the chat down there,
when I fall asleep like that. I felt this morning right after that coffee. I said I'm tired. Like it hit me, and I was out. I was so tired.
Because you're mentally exhausted from dealing with that.
Yep.
Yeah.
I am. Yeah.
It's a bad feeling though, but it's gonna be all right. You're gonna get through this. You're gonna get through it. And listen, for everybody that's in the chat, Coach said it today. Nate said it today. Listen, if you're going through something, we will not know you need help unless you say something. So don't be afraid to ask. Don't ever be afraid to, if you're in a bad situation, don't just write an aid.
Yeah. It sucks. It's embarrassing. You're supposed to know what you're doing by now,
because it's different time frames for different people.
Exactly.
There is no by now. It's whenever you get it. It'll click. Some of the stuff that you're getting, it'll click, but it just clicks for
there's always going to be learning. I'm sure Coach finds times where he's still learning stuff. After
you never stop learning. You know what I mean? So
especially with trading.
And that's the great thing about being VIP Gold. Woo!
Shout out.
Yeah.
All
Shout out to
education.
VIP Gold.
Yep.
That's right.
Thankful for
you
that.
bought the VIP Gold, girl?
Coach gifted it to me.
Oh, got it.
Oh.
That's right.
Yes, he did. Yeah.
Because
I wanted to. I wanted to get it, but I couldn't right yet. I couldn't till like after rent and all that, And because I was like, I want all that. I don't want to let that one pass by because I want all that education. I want in that class, the mastermind class, and all of them. So I really want that.
And that's what we're gonna all make sure Christina be straight, Bucket including you. Just check on what? You know what I'm saying?
Bucket, you're out till May with those Teslas?
Yeah.
I think you'll be fine. I think it'll be fine. It sucks the feeling, but I think.
Yeah, I know. It's
sucks.
I took the education from tonight, and I'm already going to see how this plays out tomorrow. I found why we've been chit chatting. Found a 2x inverse and a 3x.
So, all right. What's the ones you found? Tesla and.
Well, I'm doing your TSLS and I'm doing TLSQ, right?
Okay, yeah. Which one of them is a 3x and which one is a 2?
Don't forget, those of you who have not joined American Dream Trading yet that are down there, please make sure that you hit the very top link in the live chat. And for those of you on the replay game, make sure you hit it in the description of this video. It's AmericanDreamTrading.com so that you can go ahead and get signed up for that VIP Gold membership. It includes trading view indicators. It includes hot stock picks. It includes a free one-on-one with a moderator. It includes news. Okay, Lee Zinga. We got Lee Zinga on the news. I mean, and it is being updated constantly.
He's good.
Yes, he is. He is on top of it.
Yeah.
Okay. So you've got, and we've got weekend training, guys. Weekend training is huge. I think they've got something planned to do this weekend. Okay. So, I mean, yeah, VIP Gold is where it's at. Pick it up right away. Still sitting on 3 tips. Those of you that don't think I'm earning it tonight, gee, tell me how you really feel. So, no, I'm only kidding. But once again, thank you, the 3 of you that have tipped me.
So, hey, I just started learning about that inverse stuff because I came across the VIX.
Yes.
I know.
Oh, man.
There goes the neighborhood.
I'm not touching it.
That's a really
because they had the different ones, the U, the this, that. And I was reading about the inverse. It had all these warnings coming at you, like how scary it is, or how volatile and how risky it could be.
Listen. I'm about to ask you out, Christina.
Every time I hear the word that.
Pretty much every major large stock they got out there, there's an inverse ETF that goes along with it.
That I didn't know. I thought it was just one that followed it. I didn't know that it was one that did reverse of it.
Right. They got the one. So basically, if you do shares, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then you can follow along with the big stocks. And you can get in as it goes down. Now, a lot of them have options contracts, but sometimes you got to watch the open interest on some of these. Some of them may move a little differently. But like, say if you got shares or something, you want to hedge it, or something that's just moving down, you want to get in on a down move. I mean, pretty much, I know the top 7 have some sort of inverse. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Getting on the down move.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. So I was reading that, and then you guys just started talking about that. And I'm like, I had no idea. There's opposites. That's nice.
So you got SOXL, they got SOXS.
Bucket, you were talking about. If I were you, Tesla doesn't necessarily have a lot of love, but boy, those chips do. And we're about to hit earnings.
They're popping right now.
I was going over Avnet and I was going over MU. Those things are they just keep going. Look at the 4 hour on Avnet, and tell me that isn't a beautiful thing.
What's MU doing?
Balling.
I was gonna get into that, but
I'm in on Avnet at I have a 220 220 buy. And let me take a look here.
Shout out to Fun. Fun is still up there, guys.
Yes, I know.
I'm up 161%.
I'm up 50.
Where's Fun?
That's nice.
Fun now?
And that's 3 contracts. I mean, they're pricey contracts like Tesla. But that was a $5,000 investment, and I've made 25. I'm sorry. I've made $7,977.
That's nice.
Nice.
How long you
holding
that?
25,000. Is that what you said?
I've only been holding it for a few weeks now.
Wow.
Maybe 3 weeks.
Yeah, Avnet's at a bottom, right? It just bounced off the bottom.
Yeah, it's a great stock. And
What is
and
it? Is it
you know, the more that
AMD
Nvidia gets love and AMD
Yeah.
gets love, Avnet's just lapping it up right behind them.
Ted, what's the
So
ticker?
they're chip stock.
Is that
ANET.
ANET? Oh.
It's a
And
networking
you're in
stock, actually.
you're an
But it's a
MU
networking
also,
stock
aren't you?
that has a good story for both AMD and Nvidia. They don't compete. They help those systems communicate.
Yeah.
And then the other day, I mean, just a few days ago, I went in when Meta was tanking.
Yeah.
I went in a call on them, you know, just a few days ago. I'm up 58%, $4,000 bet, up $3,000.
Okay, so was that
What's up?
Alpha? Was that Alpha November Echo Tango?
Yep.
Okay.
And that's a March 15 expiration date.
Oh wow.
So I got some time. I'm
you're
now.
not shares. You're in.
I'll do
in
the 90
calls.
days at least, but at the very least, if I cheat a little bit, I'll at least make it after earnings, just so I can make decisions. You know, as it.
When's earnings?
31st.
That's on ANET,
Huh.
Avnet, whatever. ANET. 31st. Okay.
Yeah,
You know, that's
their options aren't expensive at all, Ted.
It looks like a cityscape on the top of
Oh
it.
yeah, you're right. I bought it for $16.
So it's Avnet.
Interesting. I'll take a look at it tomorrow in the market.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I
you
gotta
as
take
well.
off. I gotta take off, you guys. My daughter's getting her ass ripped upstairs. I better figure out what's going on. But
All right,
yeah,
Gil.
I'll see you
Stay
guys in the
there.
Oh,
morning.
you good to see you, Gilly. Wait, I got to point out.
Ted be coming through.
You're
Yeah, I
you're
saw
our new
it.
mascot.
Have a good one, Gilly. Thanks for hanging out with us, man.
Bye,
Thanks,
Gilly.
guys. See you in the morning.
Okay.
And I also think that Netflix is a good one to
Yeah.
play.
I've been looking at that hard over the last week.
Yeah, once it cracks over, this is just kind of like, remember when we were like, when is Nvidia gonna break 500?
Yeah.
It's the same thing with Netflix.
Yeah.
Oh
But
yeah.
once it breaks 500, Katie bar the door.
Where did you get that from?
It's an old expression.
Yeah, it's old, dude.
What did you say?
Katie bar the door.
I don't know what that means.
I think it's
this
from
thing
old,
did
basically like
300%.
pioneer days, right?
Yeah,
When
like watch
something
out.
happens, you have Katie
Put
bar
everything
the
on
door.
lockdown.
I never heard that before.
Me either.
It comes
We're
from
too
the
young.
poem "The King's Tragedy."
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a poem
Katie,
from
bar
the late
the door.
1800s, and
Oh,
it
yeah.
was Catherine keep the door, and Katie bar the door because Catherine was trying to
Oh.
keep the door open. So
Huh.
Interesting.
it's a
It's so
Scottish.
funny. We say things sometimes that we don't know where it comes from,
We
right?
don't
Don't know the origins, right? Like
Yeah.
today when Coach put us all down with the origin behind buy the rumor, sell the news. I thought that was pretty cool. Who knew it
Oh.
had anything to do with earnings?
Oh, did it? I wasn't there for that. I didn't hear it. What he said.
Well, he was like, you know how it leads up to earnings. You got a lot of, speculation on what's happening with a
And
stock.
that's when, yeah.
Buy the rumors and then
Yeah.
sell it once the news hits and it starts
Yep.
tanking.
Get
That's
out of
people
there.
selling the news. Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
all the
here's
nursery
another
rhymes.
one that
Awesome.
people should take a look at because you want to talk about coiled spring. SNPS, Synopsis, their last earnings, they had a really great earnings.
They just bought some. That other one starts with an A, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
And so that tends to kind of push the stock down, right? But that represents a buying opportunity.
Yeah. That's up in the 400s, isn't it?
Yeah, today it closed around 495.
Yeah. I was looking at
Did
that
you
the
say
other day.
SNPS?
SNPS,
Yes,
Sam, Nancy, Paul, Sam.
It's actually, testing its low from a long time ago, right?
Right, but if you look at their last earnings, this is why people really should take notes on the earnings. If you look at their last earnings, it was insane.
Oh yeah. And now they're purchasing that other.
Now they're purchasing another company, so that's only going to help earnings in the long run. But
right.
I mean, they're already doing pretty well without it, right? So.
Right. I would love to buy all the, because options are cheaper, obviously. But then when you go far out, they're expensive when you go that far
Ted's
out.
Giving us the other side of the coin and not just the wham bam. Thank you, ma'am. He's teaching us fundamentals.
Yeah, I think it's a combination of both. I like to play the tacticals, right? I do that, but I also, those that kind of stand out, I kind of put in my hip pocket and say, okay, I'll do a long-term play on that.
Yeah, it can only help.
Look into all the companies and you pick the good ones.
Yeah, it had a down day today, Ted?
Good.
Yep.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, jeez, dude.
But that's just because they're acquiring a company, right? And that usually happens when they acquire.
Yeah.
Because obviously that's going to take money out of their bank.
That would have been a nice put today, though.
Yeah,
it would have been. Yeah.
Tell you, I'm wondering when Apple's going to bust 200.
Oh, Apple there was just an announcement.
Sells out.
They are selling that Vision thing for the employees get it for like 25% less or something like that.
The VR,
dude.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I just got it a little while ago. I don't know where it went, but it said that it was going to sell that to their employees, and I think it said for 25% less or something. So that's one good thing for them.
So yeah, I kind of hold on Apple, and now I'm back in the bull camp.
Okay.
Apple broke out today.
Apple's I guess in the next couple of weeks. I think they're going to report a great Christmas.
Why?
Just because a lot of people buy cell phones for family members.
Well, see, that's what I thought, but I would have thought that it would have hit 200 around them because of that,
Their cell phones are so expensive though, to just outright buy one for somebody as a gift. That's a lot. Like people that buy Apple, like I know me, when I buy my Apple phones, it goes on a payment plan because, they're like $1,400. So like buying a couple $100, like, so I don't know.
You pay $20 a month for like 2
that.
years.
Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, if you look at Apple on their 4 hours.
Yeah.
Which I'm doing right now. Everybody can do it along.
Well, if you look on their daily, today they got the bull flag.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
it's been looking up for Apple.
Yep.
But if
hopefully they'll probably hit the 2.
They had their earnings and they went up and then it tanked. But look, I mean, since January 5th, it's been kind of in a bull cycle here, right?
Yep.
It went up and then it came back down, kind of tried to touch down on a double bottom, but now it's total llama head.
Llama head.
All 4 of my long terms, they did good. Caterpillar, Apple, AMD, and Gold. Gold just went straight up. The chart looked like this.
Gold?
ADT,
gold.
baby. VIP.
What's gold at now? Do you know what it is like per ounce?
Like 100 I don't know how much it is per ounce. I just got like a gold spot ETF. GLD.
So at least a bull case, I don't know about 200 right now for Apple, but a bull case for 194 is definitely within reach in the next couple weeks here.
194? What are you talking about? It's at 198.
What
you think?
Apple, you're saying bull case for Apple to get to 194, it finished today at 198.
Am I looking at the wrong chart? 188.
188. Fuck it, I'm the blind one.
Holy crap.
Gold's up over 2023 per ounce.
Oh, this is like Van Winkle.
Dyslexic.
Fuck Van Winkle. Hey. Welcome to the 2024, buddy.
Hey guys, I've got to go pick up my daughter. Love y'all. I will check you out tomorrow.
I know I've got
night,
to
Bucket.
cut
Yeah.
it down. I'm gonna go. Jen's got some kind of vegan trivia stream she's doing, or she's going on. So can you come? I'm gonna go hang
And
out with them for a little bit.
I gotta go make
Test
groceries.
out your vegan knowledge.
Yeah.
Well, I don't gotta go make groceries. I just gotta go get some bread, a few items.
Yeah, they already came. I went and helped her grab them off the door when Bucket was explaining the stuff. But anyway, all right, guys.
Let's go make some money tomorrow, huh?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Still making money while we sleep, huh? Fun. I'm having fun with fun. So everybody,
that's
thank
what,
you.
me
what's
too.
fun doing?
I've been in that for a couple days, and I only put a little bit in.
still
I
up.
made $20, but I only had a very little in there. So
yeah, it's up at 26 cents. So I'm 50% up. I'm at $50.
At 18
I'm
or
happy.
19. I think 18 or 19 I bought in at. I think probably 19. I don't know.
I bought it at 21.
It's pretty good. Maybe I'll buy more. Watch for a dip. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Now listen at you watch for a dip.
Yeah. I'm always watching for the dips now. I'm waiting in the weeds. Yeah, well, something I wanted to get into, and I was waiting so far down in the weeds that it never hit me, and I was like, I don't want to chase you. I don't want to chase you. But it kept going up and up, and then the weeds kept going higher and higher.
Right.
Than where I was down in a ditch. I was like 6 feet under, so I said, forget it.
It said 6 feet under.
Yeah, I was
Down
waiting.
in
I
the
was waiting
ditch.
at like 120, and it kept going from 150, and then everybody's the low was then 170. I'm like, it is never coming back here. I'm never getting it.
So, Christina, I just want to let you know one thing that you can't do now. You cannot just be holding the inverse ETFs. Don't just hold them. Like, you got to get in, get up, get out.
Yeah, that's what I read about them too. It's a day thing. Like
it's a day. Yes, you know, you do not hold them because if you look at the chart, it's just going straight down. I mean, you know. So if the company is just doing the Amber Heard for the day, that's when you can get the inverse ETF. But you need to get rid of it.
It's the same thing pretty much as buying puts. So with Mara, I'm gonna look at it.
I don't know if they have a Mara inverse or not, but I don't know. I don't know. But
if anything, it would probably mirror SQQQ. Would probably be something in there because the Qs tend to follow
that's a good one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and I was looking at it yesterday, like to buy puts, it wasn't going down really. It was just kind of hanging, like Coach says, loitering around that same price, right in there. It kept looking for it. It wasn't doing much.
I had got 5 SQQ contracts. When that was Friday.
I've never done SQQ.
I don't know.
I like the Qs.
But the contracts are cheap. The SQQs.
Are they?
Yes, they are.
And that's the inverse, you think?
That's the inverse of the Qs.
So you'd want to buy calls.
Right. Okay. So you just do the opposite.
Can buy calls,
you can buy calls or puts on that.
Right, but I mean, but right now it'd probably be, if it's the inverse of Mara, then it'd be going up. So Mara's going down.
So you want calls?
I went and looked at it today. It was kind of choppy today and towards the end.
Mara's been choppy.
It started as the market was, I think, going down. I know that the market started going. I don't know. It was choppy today. I know that.
Why can't they just put a stock out there that
today
we
was
know
kind of tough.
Tell us this is what it's going to do, and it just does it all day, and we just everybody buys in,
and everybody just
gets paid. Everybody do this.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be nice?
That's too easy.
It would be. It would be.
Here's what's
but
going
then
today.
if that were the case, everybody would be doing it, right?
Exactly.
Everybody
be happy.
Thanks, Don.
Thank you, Ted, for coming and hanging out, sweetie. I appreciate you so much. Guys,
have a good evening. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Bye, guys.
See you guys. Everybody down in the chat, thank you, guys. I appreciate all of you so much. Thank you for coming and hanging out. And the tip thing was a joke, so nobody think, this is greedy. Yeah, no, it was a joke. Trust and believe.
They tipping you.
I got a tip for you.
Yeah, you do a great.
Thank you, honey.
He's got a tip for you. He's gonna send a video.
I got a tip for you. I only eat grapes with seeds.
Wait a minute, Ralph. You got a fresh cut?
I've been at the haircut. When I cut my hair, Monday. I think I.
Okay, because I heard you talking about the baby afro.
Yeah, I had
some grapes too.
I was looking like I couldn't come on the show like that. It looked like I was part of the Jackson 5.
Nobody's gonna freak out about it. Nobody's gonna freak
Michael
out
Jackson's
about
little brother. Yeah, I was a little rough. I had to shape it up.
Had to tighten it up. I
was looking a little rough. Yeah.
All right, everybody. Everybody have a good one. Don't forget to hit the AmericanDreamTrading.com link so that you can go ahead and get signed up for the VIP Gold. Everybody have a good night. See you tomorrow.
All right.